Test, 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 test. Captions good, tracking's good, and we're going live. Should be
oh my
good.
god.
There you go,
A new
Siri
Twitch
bot's
message.
working.
Sari_bot.
Alrighty. Twitch chat should be good now. Hello, hello. And hopefully YouTube bot is working good, because I just did edits. I don't... Okay, seems like the YouTube bot isn't doing what I'm asking. Well, that's kind of sad. Because I should have the point system that... yeah, I should have that point system set up unless... Huh. Guess it's broken. Interesting. Okay. I guess it is broken. Thanks a lot, Mr. Fluffy Canary. Unless it actually, maybe he's not working. Okay, but hello for those watching the VOD.
God.
Hello.
A new Twitch message. The fizzy float.
Hope you're having a lovely day. I'm like checking why the bot's not working on the YouTube, because I tried to at least like do a quick update to bring it back, like the point system and everything, but it's actually not working. So I think Mr. Fluffy Canary is not authenticated. Cause it kind of looks like it. Well, it worked before. Just let me log out. Let me re-log in with Mr. Fluffy Canary. Okay, it detects it. So then why aren't you working with the point system? You know what? It doesn't matter. If it's broken, I'll fix it another stream, because, yeah, this one's kind of finicky to work with, honestly. But, yeah, it's alright. But, today, we are going to work on my wing animation. Mr. Fluffy Canary does not like YouTube. Yeah, Mr. Fluffy Canary, what the heck are you doing? You're not even saying anything! Like, hold up. If I say... What's a command? Okay. I really need... Like, I also deleted some useless commands as well, so now I forgot how StreamerBot works, because I literally did, like, a quick sweep of, like, unnecessary controls just to keep it a little bit more optimized, but also easier to navigate, and now I forgot how to use everything. Mr. Fluffy Canary, no! Okay, what's a YouTube command you have? You have a command, and it is... that's a good question. Let's have you roll a dice or something. Try something, Mr. Fluffy Canary. Anything.
Oh my god. A new YouTube message.
Oh, what?
Welcome Kana_Fuyuko. Oh my god.
Okay, clear.
A new YouTube message. Welcome Fluffy_Canary.
Clearly you're working fine. I guess he doesn't know, like, when the stream starts or something. Because it's supposed to say something else. I don't know. He was supposed to say something else. Okay, I guess the point system works. But let's do a real quick test before we get to the beautiful wing animations. And I'm going to describe exactly how I'm going to do the setup. And then you're going to see how I go about it when it comes to, like, let's say, the same logic goes for, like, let's say you're doing the ears, right? And you're trying to make the ears be posed to, like, your emotes and stuff. It's the same logic, but I'm doing it with wings because I don't have ears. Oh, well, I mean, I have human ears. I just don't have cat ears, okay? Though sometimes I kind of want to have, like, little cat ears and stuff. But that's besides the point. Let's see, I need to test a actual point command. Let's see, exclamation mark. Let's try the box command. Alright, box!
Oh my god. A new Twitch message.
Testing! Does it work? Ah! Okay, I have almost 1 million points on YouTube. What the heck? Maybe I made the bot give out way too many points, because Twitch would never. Even though, it's funny, because I tried to match, like, on the YouTube bot, the amount of points matching with Twitch, but I guess, again, because of how it's set up, it's a bit more sensitive. So maybe I should make it, like, less sensitive. I don't know, Mr. Fluffy Canary, what are you doing? Either way, it's okay, it's okay. But hello, hello! Scavengarf? How you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. I'm just checking to make sure the YouTube point system's working. Mr. Fluffy Canary did not do the, like, was it the... On the start of the stream, saying, like, hey, do the command blah, 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 thingy. But even then, like, I gotta update the site for that anyways. Yeah. It's right there. Don't tell me that the freaking... Don't tell me Streamerbot has, like, a new command for this. Hold up. Broadcast. Yeah, it's not... whatever. It's fine. It's fine. As long as it works and I just make people aware about it, I think that's all that matters. I think we're good. We can move on to Unity. I'm good. I'm currently 3D printing a... Oh, I almost, like, hit my microphone. So sorry, microphone. That's made out...
A new Twitch message. Blurb.
Barbie! I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life is plastic. I'm a banana. Anyways, that is made out of several rings you stack. Wait, on each other because the filament spools near empty.
Oh my god!
It's quite colorful.
A new YouTube message.
But yes,
welcome to Chelsea.
But yeah, thank you, Jess, for the bits. By the way, thank you so much, and thank you for the knocking and the Barbie thumbnail. Hi, Chelsea, how you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. Hi. Let's see. Sorry. Okay, that's interesting because I eventually want to get into 3D printing. I just don't have a 3D printer because I can't afford. Well, it's not just that. Okay, well, on one hand, yeah, I can't afford it because all my money went into college expense. But it's also just mainly the fact, like, whatchamacallit, oh yeah, space. I don't have the room for it because all my other tech has taken over my room and everywhere in my house. Well, okay, not everywhere in my house, okay? We just don't have the space. But one day I will. I will have a beautiful room dedicated to my 3D printer, my filament, and everything, and I can print figurines and like probably print out parts, like, you know, like how I done this kind of before, except I had to commission someone, like, I had to commission someone else and also pay a different company to print the stuff for me. But essentially, I had to get like 3D like replacement parts for some of my tech, or even like little mount parts, right? That's the thing I am excited about. When I one day have my printer, I could be able to print all the mounts that I want. I could just 3D model a mount, right? And I'd be like, guy, because again, I know how to do it. That's the stupid part. I know how to make the model 3D print compatible. I'm not kidding. I know how to, like, make it non-manifold, or, well, like, pretty much you don't want it to have, like, separate pieces. You want to have it all merge and stuff, like, you boolean it and stuff, and then you could make your own, like, custom, was it, like, little supports as it prints, but I also know, like, a program, but also, if you use AutoCAD, it also has that feature, too, but if you don't have AutoCAD...
Thank you for the raid.
I was gonna say! Wait, ooh, they're fun. My friend has one, and she made quite a lot of money at school. Ooh, that's really interesting. Yeah, because, like, I think that'd be so cool. I mean, like, it'd be fun for commissions, right? But I wanted to... But also...
Teffion_Argent.
For the raid, though. Okay, I can't be focused on 3D printing. We just had a raid. Hi, Frida. How you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you so much for the raid. I'm sorry I'm blabber. I'm supposed to work on Unity stuff right now. But I was, like... having technical difficulties with this bird on the YouTube chat because the point system's supposed to work and it was just late. I love the new model, love it. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. I'm trying to make a heart. I did not edit my leap motion where my hands are even closer, but just know I'm trying to do a heart, okay?
Oh my god. A new Twitch message.
Trying. Oh my god, bird.
Argentum.
2 birds! Yes, there's 2 of them. I don't have the system where I can make them squeak, but I could add it, though, if anyone's curious about how I make, like... You could click on the birds, and you could just squish them. Have a good rest of your stream, though. I'll eat and watch. Thank you, Frida, for the lurk, and do take care of yourself. And again, if y'all have to go, please take care of yourself. Eat well, hydrate well. I also have to really hydrate. I mean, I already like hydrate a lot, but I need to keep on hydrating and stuff. Ah! Can I take some snow tokens and cool myself with them? Oh yes, I bless you with some snow. Here you go. Wait, actually, wait, hold up. I'll have to do it like this. In fact, I have a toggle for this. Watch and learn, everybody. I don't know which one's the right, I forgot what button's which. This one? Ah! There you go, little, like, flurry! There's also, wait. Just about the name. There's also, ooh, sparkles. They don't react to spout that well, but who cares? Yes, little sparkles. Something like that. Okay, there you go. Little snowflake stuff. Yes. But yeah, I definitely say, wait, most parts that I have function, I model myself print, and there are some holder. Exactly. I want to do that eventually when I have my 3D printer. But for now, I need to have the proper space. I also want to make sure that the printer I get is going to be my best friend for life. I mean, obviously, one day I'll die, but it's like, I want a really good printer, but not one that's overly expensive. I want just a, like, affordable, but it's actually decent quality. Like, I kind of want mid-range, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, sparkles. We'll do it again. Sparkles! Alright, enough of that. So, without further ado, let's move on to the, Unity. Because we gotta make these wings animate. And yes. So, okay, I guess I could quickly say, as a first and foremost, the more I think about it, the more, like, when I look at my wings, because in my old setup, I had it where every time I wink, the wings also move, but not gonna, I don't know, it's like, on one hand, I want the tech, because I made it, but on the other hand, I kind of like how the wings are just kind of on their own. Like, not every time I blink, the wings be moving, right? But I will have an idle animation at the very least. And maybe I might change my mind. But at the very least, though, what we'll do is that we're going to make my wings at least react to my emotes. Because I have these freaking emotes that I animated last stream. If you guys were not at the last stream, and if y'all be asking, how the heck did you animate these emotes and you weren't there in the last stream? What are you doing? Okay, it's okay. It's okay. But there is a VOD. It is on YouTube, right? Because Twitch won't keep the streams forever. That's why I multi-stream. But if you are curious about the full process on how this is made, I went over it on the last stream. Check it out and stuff. But yeah, essentially, we animated this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make the wings... Ow. There goes my elbow. We're gonna make the wings react to the emotes. So for example, on the joy expression, we're gonna make them have like a nice, like, smooth flap. For the angry, we'll make the wings kind of like, "Arr." And then something like sorrow here, we're gonna make the wings just stay down. Or something like amaze. Actually, I don't know if I want where the wings just stay up or they are just fluttering. I don't know. We will see what looks best. Pretty much. Actually, now that I think about it, wouldn't I want the wings to be binded to whichever emote? You know what? We're gonna make it separate. We're gonna make it separate just in case. Okay, so let's swap to the next screen and all that. Right? Okay. And Windows capture Unity. Hello, Unity. Darkness, my old friend, or something. I don't comprehend. Also, what happened to my freaking projector thing? Come back. Thank you. Alrighty then. Whatever you do, don't break the scene while I work on the wings. Capiche? Capiche. Okay, as a start, we have winged Bleh. Hi, Frisbee. How you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. So, what is it? What? So essentially, we have an idle animation that I made like last minute, and what will happen is that Wings just do that. Here's the thing though, did I actually animate on the right bone? This probably would be better if I just don't show the shawl real quickly, because, again, mind you, I've mentioned this before. This was on my first stream showing this model, and like I said, it's okay if you haven't seen it, because there's way too much in the model.
A new Twitch
Hi,
message.
Kana.
Play
Eepy, you just woke up.
Ouch,
Well,
that hurts.
oh, what? Who threw the plushie? I wasn't even paying attention. All day I haven't been paying attention. I've been so busy. But hi, Frisville, and yes, good morning to you, even though it's 6 p.m. for me right now. Wait, are we opposite time zone? If so, does that mean like I could share hash browns or something? I don't know. Have some hash browns. They're good, okay? I love hash browns. But yeah, and also frick you for the plushies. What is it? So we have wings root, and remember, this is how my wings look like. Yes, this is how they look like when you detach it from my back. That is aggressive. Wait. Oh god! Wait! Oh no! No! Oh no! Oh god! Help! The freaking thing is broken! Discard changes. Oh no. I can't undo this. Duplicate the scene for God's sake. Please. Wait, I need to double check. Is it like the same freaking Kana? Okay, okay, I'm gonna do little hacks and just gonna like snatch it from this Kana, and then we're gonna like remove the scene, not save it. Don't see, this is how I back up my stuff whenever I frick up on the scene. Shh. Pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, Unity doesn't know how to undo when you touch the bone yeah. And I had an add-on that, like, kind of does it really good, but I had to disable it because Unity 2021 likes to lag a lot when I move, like, stuff around, and it makes me want to go insane. It's not even the dev's fault. Unity just sucks. It's midnight for me, but I slept several hours after work, because I was so sleepy. I, too... Actually, I'm kind of hyper, not gonna lie. Kinda. I'm actually like a bit tired.
A new YouTube message.
Hey!
Welcome, Mr. Faithfuls.
The Unity experience be like, that is so true. That is so freaking true. It'd be like that. And yes, hi, Mr. How you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. But yeah, moral of the story, don't be like whatever the frick I was doing. Alright, take number 2, kinda be freaking up and stuff. So, the shawl, right? I just wanted to confirm, are you animated on the right bone? It seems like you are. That's all I need to know. It's supposed to be wing number 1. Yes, that one. And most importantly, though... actually, I have a real important question for this freaking criatura. It's the physics. In fact, it's the wings, actually. You're gonna see what I mean, because every time I turn my head, there's a little clipping on the side of the wings, and I haven't gotten a chance to freaking check the issue, because I was like, it's not a big deal, the hair's giant anyways. But I really want to know, like, I gave you a giant controller model, why do you still clip? Blah. Okay, hold up, I gotta check the wings. Like, okay, wait, oh, wait. Okay, obviously it's gonna, like, go over like that, but what I'm talking about is more of, like, down here. It clips more often. Yeah, I think I can kind of replicate the issue, so... What's the big deal, you frick? Ponytail, check your colliders. How giant are they? It is so hard to see. Do you use point-based? No. You use a proxy mesh, which works, but I can see how it'll frick up. Okay, even though we have perspective removal, which is causing me so much more confusion than it should, if you could disable that for like 2 seconds! Okay, I'm sorry for being aggressive at my model, okay? This is what I do on a daily basis. Yeah, okay, from what I'm seeing, there's a gap right there. That's probably why it clips so much. That freaking gap that the collider's trying to get. Like, it has, like here is fine, but then I see this part clipping, and that's because of that frick. How do we go about fixing it? Well, you tell me. I'm kidding. I got it. I mean, if it's fine if it's not so perfect, right? This is just a 3D model. What do we expect? Firmly grasp it. If you explode, I swear to God, I will backhand you. I will beat out the gloves and I will just slap you with my gloves. Your hair is so powerful that it defies the laws of physics itself. Dang right. Okay. A lot giant, but the real question is, are you gonna float and like, I don't know, just like drop kick yourself or something? Let's not. Okay, so collision is better, but because of how I rigged that bottom part, can we not with this? Or what we could also do, right? Again, this is part of the wing process thing. I had to fix this bug, okay? We could also check the movement thingamabib setting. So there's that, but then it's like you know, sure buddy, sure. You know what, just let's commit to it. Well, actually, let me check how it looks on idle state. Is it going to like puff up like a ew. No. Let's use curves. So this is... Oh, wait, that's right. Y'all can't see the freaking curves. My bad. Let's swap that out. Display capture mode. Y'all gonna see all the extra windows. Even though my hair is my hair once again is covering everything. Y'all can't see it. This is like the best thing ever. So we do like this, and then a little bit of that. And we do an in-between where we make the middle part... What is it? I want the middle part to be like that. Oh, I mean, technically the bottom part should be kind of smaller, right? But not like a lot. Mainly it's like this area. I'm trying my best to balance it. Come on. You can do it, you little frick. Okay. That hair's gonna be like that the way it is. I'm gonna like drop kick it. Like, hooray. Sure. But I think I have a possible solution. Maybe not, because Magic of Cloth, I want to drop kick you just like how I want to drop kick every physics add-on. Every single one of them. And that is movement limit. Yes, you. Oh my god. What did I do? Okay, so essentially what I want you to do, so model, or the hair is like movement base, but then if I have this like all enabled, what happens is that those things like shift like crazy. But it could also be a weight paint thing. I could like probably overly smooth that area and call it a day. Probably not. Let's try to make this area blue and see how that will work. If you act way worse, the hand is up. Didn't even do a difference. Why? Why? Giant freaking hair. You know what? I'm just gonna revert whatever the frick I just did. Not the collider, like, maybe I'll just, like, edit a little bit more, but yeah. Just a little bit more and we'll be okay. Yes.
Oh my
You
god.
will be
A
fine,
new Twitch
Bodily, I
message.
promise,
Splitfire
yo!
69.
Hi, Splitfire, how you doing? Yes, that's my hair. I asked for this hair. Okay, I don't regret asking for the hair. I asked for it, I wanted it, and I get what I asked for. This is the consequences of my actions. Okay, we're just kind of doing this weird technique where... I mean, I could literally just make this into a step ladder. I'm good. How have you been, Kana? I'm doing pretty good. Been a bit busy today. Got my allergy shots again. Every week. And, this is my last week before college begins! I don't know how stream schedule is going to be because on the days I stream, like pretty much the moment I wake up, I immediately have to go to college. But the afternoons, I'm pretty free because that's why I chose my college to be early in the mornings because I'm more productive in the mornings. Yes, yes, it's next week. Starting on Monday, I will begin, yes, studying, doing homework, for the next 2 years of my life. I mean, it's not bad. But also, like, who knows if I'll do an additional 2 years. Maybe I will. It depends. But for now, I'm gonna try going for my associates, because free. And, yeah. I'm sure I'll be fine. I don't know how the schedule will be in terms of, like, streaming, doing commissions and whatnot, but we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna test this to see if the freaking ponytail's better. Okay, that looks less painful. Obviously, that's sharp. Okay, it's like subjective. If you have by chance, why not go for bachelor? So, okay, actually, well, technically I can go for bachelor's. Technically. Now, the reason why... So, it's more of like... It's more of like this. I want to start... So, for the job that I'm going for, I want to get my associates, and after I get my associates, I want to hopefully either do part-time or full-time, at the job that I'm majoring in. And then once I at least get that started with, then, like I said, it depends on, like, how, you know, it depends on, like, what is it? Because I've mentioned before, I'm gonna do nursing, so essentially it's either gonna go, like, one or two ways, right? It's either because there is, like, I have a benefit from, you know, from, like, high school that can go towards a bachelor's degree, so it can cover quite a good chunk of, you know, those classes, right? But also it's more of, like, just, I kind of am just hoping that after my associate, I at least start doing part-time. And then, you know, depending on how that goes, I could, because, it depends on where I work at. They do offer, like, tuition reimbursement, or essentially they'll help cover if you are wanting to do your bachelor's or your next level of, you know, like, the next level of your degree and stuff. Yeah. So, and I know it's really common in my area that that's, like, a thing, I guess. So, where, like, pretty much you work for them as long as you're obviously a registered nurse, and essentially, like, if you want to do bachelor's, right, they can cover that for you, which I'm hoping that when the time comes, right, I'm hoping for that sort of route, pretty much, because I would like to get my bachelor's degree in nursing, honestly, but it just depends on the future, right? It really just depends. So we'll see what happens, right? And there's other things that I'm in talks with. I'm not gonna, that's between me and financial aid, and even talking with my family regarding, like, other personal stuff that, in regards to, like, the bachelor's degree stuff. But for the time being, at least for my current plans, until I can get other documents and other stuff, you know, if things go well, right? It depends when that year comes, right? After or in the middle of year 2 when I do like that part of the associates, when I do my clinicals and all that. But till then, my
Thank you for the
hope
follow.
is
Ollie Dandelion.
Ollie, thank you so much. And again, I know like a lot. I know I've had people tell me like, don't even mention that you're doing nursing, for college. It like, and that's true. I understand the concerns, like, why like some people say don't even mention like what you're majoring in or talk about anything like medical related, right? Um, the only reason I'm bringing this up was mainly just because like, I guess like trying to at least provide some context, but obviously there are just some things I'm not going to say, right?
Oh my god.
So
A new Twitch message.
yeah. And again,
thank you for
like
the
I
bits.
said, but yeah, hi Omni.
Oh my god. A new Twitch
Hello.
message.
Been watching your
Kofi
YouTube
stream
stuff
bot.
lately about Warudo.
Oh my god.
Great
A
tutorial.
new Twitch message. Ollie Dandelion.
But yeah, like I've also seen like some VTubers as well, which I'm actually kind of surprised at. But there's like actually like I'm actually surprised at the amount of VTubers. Like some people I even like I've spoke with in the past. They've mentioned like even this year they're actually like they made like a Twitter post or something where they say that they are like working on getting their nursing degree and stuff, and I'm like, no kidding. Like like it's actually kind of it's actually nice. Like I'm not the only. Well, I mean, obviously, like there's like billions of VTubers nowadays, but like it just feels nice to know that there are other VTubers, even those I've spoke with in the past, or even people I know to this very day and still talk to, that they are, you know, doing that field. So it's really interesting. So yeah, but we'll see what happens in the future, right? But for now, I'm not gonna say like for now, my current plans is that I'm hoping after I become a registered nurse, I can do part-time or even full-time depending on the future schedule. But there's still so much that can change, so I can't guarantee everything, pretty much. It's like how furries could be one of the smartest people you know, like people working at NASA or something. That is true. I think I even spoke with someone who was like who actually had like a military job in their furry actually, and like he was like really freaking smart. I was like really impressed, like because I'm like, man, you do like this job and stuff. So yeah, that's so cool. Like it like, and also like I've met so many coders who, you know, yeah, like it's really common, and I'm like really chill with them. Like they are like such sweet people. They're so sweet. But yes, happy lurking! Yes. Again, yeah, we'll see, like, what happens, right? But I am a bit nervous, because it's literally next week. And in fact, actually, like, I'm kind of, like, was it sort of crunching on time? Was it, like, I have everything ready. Like, I have my laptop, I have my school supplies, I have my schedule, I literally paid the such and such in preparation for like I know like everything I'm ready for. I'm going to go to my student orientation soon. Well, not today, but like yeah.
Oh my god.
That's soon.
A new Twitch message.
Hi CJ, how you doing?
CJ_the_vessel.
How you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. All right, we're testing the. Sorry, I have to like try to like at least improve the. Yeah. Okay, that the collision's much better now. Much better. Luffy! Okay, now let's get to the... I'm sorry it's taking so long to get to the wings. But... Did I not add it? Yeah, so I have that, but not... Okay, so let's start with Kana animations, wings, wings, down. Let's like start adding the little idols. Wings up. I could make it where... For the wing idol, there'd be like a slight bounce to my wings, actually. I'm doing alright. I'm having food right now. Oh, that sounds delicious. I had like some food earlier. I had like some chicken and rice. And then for breakfast, I had like egg over easy. I probably will eat something like later. Like, it's 6 p.m. So, not now, but like later today. maybe like 2-ish hours, because I ate like, was it a few hours ago, and I was doing a lot of errands. I was like walking around and stuff. Was it like I was yeah, because I got my shots. I was like kind of helping my dad with carrying stuff around, and what else did I did? I know I made a phone call, but yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much it was like, it wasn't like crazy, right? It's like my normal Monday errands sort of thing.
You
Yeah,
and
so
I.
wings up, wings down, tilt left, tilt right. Oh, wings, slow flap, and then pretty much. So this is like the wing sort of setup I have here. Was there any? I don't think there was anything else. Plus, I would not make like a wing like tilt back, because like if my hair was thinner, it would have worked fine. But have you seen how big? Have you seen how big this hair is? I'm not doing like the wings just like pointing backwards or something. So we're gonna just keep it simple like the old model. But yeah, but errands have been good today.
Oh my
and
god.
new
A new
model,
Switch
sweet.
message. Cool kid
How
Kana.
you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. Now you could. I'm not a helicopter. Why would you say that to me? Call me a helicopter. How dare you? Okay, so I'm curious about adding like a sort of wing bounce to this. Also another question too. Where the frick is that thing registered to? Me when I forget. Okay, it's registered in the right. Yes, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. So we have this, and essentially I want where here you're gonna have like a slight little bounce effect, but very subtle. If it's not subtle enough, I am going to slap you. Okay, I gotta stop like saying I want to like slap the
Oh my
wings.
god.
If anything, I'm
A
gonna
new
drop
Switch
kick the
message.
wings.
Omega Mystic.
Hey, Omega, how you doing? Lol, you're stanced up. You know what? Hold up. The gloves are coming off. I'm good. All right, who's ready? Who's ready for a knuckle sandwich? Huh? Who's ready for a knuckle sandwich? Slight upgrade to. Lol. Bring it on. Oh, I got something even better, actually. Prepare yourself. Hold on a moment. I actually have. Hey, don't hit me. Hey, don't hit me. You freak it. There you go. Get blasted with the new snowflake powers. Even though that's covering my face. Like, oh my goodness. It's like way too powerful. But yes, get fricked. Get frick. Ah. And then have a little bit of sparkles for, like, slight good luck. Okay. Kana, did you model this? Yes. Why do people say... Okay, which one? Okay, why have people... Okay, this is not the first time I was asked this. Many people was thinking, like, I commissioned somebody for this model.
Ouch. That hurts.
Oh my god. You can't What? Anyways, like... Does nobody have belief that I could be able to model this criatura? I spent 3 years with... Okay, I spent 1 year doing the modeling and 2 years of planning. And Fizzy... I will say, I commissioned Fizzy for the design, right? I told her, this is what I want for a new design. I want you to cook. Fizzy was like, I got you, fam. Made a beautiful reference sheet. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna model it because, like, I am so picky about my model. Only I can model it. And I'm also a 3D modeler, even though I don't model that often. I still know how to model. I'm just more of a tech artist than a modeler. No faith. Really? Oh my god. Listen, I've spent so long. I made this model. I have literally like at least like 500, probably way more, blend files of every little freaking progress of this model since its birth. I still have those files. I didn't delete them. I'm keeping them. Why not? But I have every single file of this model being born. I am the modeler. I always been the modeler every time. That does the same amount of damage because, my skin... What? She looks so huggable. Don't call me a huggable sandwich. I am not a sandwich. I'm a snow angel. Anyway, the gloves are back on. But it's okay. Again, I don't mind, like, explaining, like, how I model certain parts. Like, for example, oh, the wings, they use a cube. The hair, okay, the hair was kind of a complicated one. I think I used a plane mesh to plan out the layout, and then I cube mesh it. I did a weird... It's kind of the same thing with the bang... Well, the bangs were not cubes. They were just straight up plain meshes, and I did way too much retopo on it. And the side hairs, plain mesh as a planning, and then I did cube, and yeah, just that, yeah. I did a lot of blocking out methods on this model in comparison with the last one. So yeah, but, let's, like... Okay, do not fail me now. Remember, the Z-axis is the wings. Don't frick up. You're already fricking up. What are you doing? That's way too high now. Kana, what are you doing? You know what? Frick you. I got a better idea. How did you texture? Well, the way that... okay, the way that I texture is the same exact way as old Kana, actually, funny enough. And so pretty much, how do I describe this? So, the way that my model is broken down, it's not like the typical VTuber texture style. It's different. I mean, it could be a similar approach, alright? But not exactly. Because most VTuber models... They do, like, soft painterly style, or they do everything in a diffuse texture. This model, on the other hand, does not do that. It's separated in multiple textures. You have the diffuse base colors. Then you have the shadow color map that determines, like, what color are the shadows. Then you have the ambient occlusion map that determines where the shadow should always stay put, at least for how I use it. And then I have the emission, which tells you where parts glow, which that's common for VTuber models. And then there's also a line map on this model too. So parts that are like, let's say the nose, for example, or the lines on the leg. Yeah, that's a line map, or what other shaders will call detail map. But the way I did is, it's because, again, there's different ways to go about detailed map, but yeah, essentially it's that. Because some people have their own definition of it. I don't want to cause too much confusion. But yeah, but essentially it's just, oh, you did arc system. Pretty much. I mean, like, the model's not like, okay, technically, like, let's say the Rembrandt
a new YouTube
and
message.
some stuff.
Welcome Antonio Greenho to 8KR.
I should probably also, hold up, let me swap to Windows Capture, right? Hello, konnichiwa. Okay, I don't know much Japanese, but I can only just say just very, very small words. Okay, let me check what you said. What color do you dislike? What's a color I don't dislike? Here, I can at least, like, say it, or I could try. Hold up, I don't like. What color do I not like? It's hard to like a color for me, or hold up. I'm gonna try to say this. 色嫌いになるのは難しいものです。I hope I said that right. I hope I said that right. Okay, I'll get to bed now. Bye bye. Bye bye. Shader, are you using Arc System? Well, Arc System, they use, if you're talking about, okay, so Arc System can be it can, was it? Because Arc System is the company like the company that does the 3D stuff. Now, what people mostly refer to when it comes to the 2D style 3D models, they're talking about Guilty Gear, that game. But there's also, there's other games that Arc System have done. There's like the Dragon Ball Z games that they made, or I think the Marvel's Tokon, that new game, which I heard that it was actually rushed on some stuff, typical of Marvel, but yeah. But if you're talking about Guilty Gear, they use, I believe, Unreal Engine 4 for that game, and I think it was a custom edit of Unreal Engine 4, I believe, to get certain tune stuff working. I think they use Unreal Engine 5 now, but either way, the shader I'm using is Nilotune, but I always have to emphasize this. Nilotune is not the reason that the model looks so good, okay? It is not. Because if I pull up my Blender model right now, if you give me a moment, I can show you... yeah, hold up. Hold on. I have to, like, pull up Blender. Hopefully I don't crash. Because Unity... Here, let me monitor my specs. Specs are fine. That depends on OBS. Hopefully no plugin be crashing. Okay, give me one moment, guys. It might derp up a bit, right? Because I want to just show you guys that it's not Nilotune that does the work. It's just how the model's textures are, and the mesh quality. So if I were to go over here, right? And I go here. The model just looks like that in Blender, right? It just looks like that. There's also the hair shadow as well. There's that mesh that does, like, blend into the head. But, yeah. So, technically, you could use Liltune or Poyomi, and you could use the same texture map, right? Like, pretty much, I could literally replicate what I'm doing to an extent. The main thing would just be the post-processing that Nilotune has, which is nice. But that doesn't mean, like, it's impossible to replicate. I literally know a couple coders that could replicate it. And they don't even have to look at Nilotune source code. They just know how Unity works. But pretty much, and this is using Cryptic's shader, which he has on his GitHub, but it's for personal use, by the way. But pretty much, it's broken down, like I said here, you have the shadow color, diffuse, the ambient occlusion for the shadows, the line texture. There's even the vertex colors that are used on the model as well, which I would have to pull up that. And right now, this is on outline mode. This is mainly for Unity, because the AO maps are, the ambient occlusion maps are already doing the handling of, like, where the shadows should stay put. But in the Blender shader, it's actually the vertex colors doing that work, pretty much. Well, it's a mix of both the ambient occlusion and the vertex colors. It's a mix of both, mainly for, like, areas that the vertex colors can't reach or can't, like, perfect. But either way, there are two vertex colors in the model. One for outlines, one for the shadows. And yeah. But in a nutshell, it has those separate textures. And it's all a matter of, like, if the shader can support it. But regardless, like, I could literally... And I've done it before on my old model, because my old model uses the same exact shader setup. I'm not kidding. Like, sure, the model looks a lot more prettier. Like, I've heard people preferring this model over the old one, and I don't blame them. But the shade, like, the texture layout and the shader type is the exact same thing. The only difference of why the new model is more loved than the old one, well, first of all, update design. Second of all, the mesh quality is actually better. It takes more account to other angles as much as it can. Not perfect, could be improved in some areas, but it is a massive improvement from the old model. And yeah, mesh quality, texture quality, that's what matters. The shader, I don't care what shader you're using. If the model's texture and the mesh quality looks good, you already did. If the mesh looks bumpy or it looks weird on certain angles and stuff, and the textures look so smudgy, unless it's on purpose, that's fine. But pretty much, if there's a specific style you're trying to achieve, and essentially, let's say you have, like, a very, what is it? You have a mesh that just looks weird on certain angles, but still looks good in the front. But then you have the textures where there's a lot of smudging or even way too much realism happening, and you're trying to make it look like Arc System. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, it depends. Again, it's very subjective because it really depends. Because again, it's like what I'm describing. Someone else could like that, right? Like there are people who have like anime models that have realistic textures or realistic shading, right? There's even and heck, there's even 2D anime, right? That actually have it where the characters look realistic. They look like very detailed. Either that or it's like not realistic, but more like semi-realistic to an extent, depending on what depends on what anime we're talking about. But either way, just it all depends on what the heck you're trying to replicate. And again, I also want to preface this as well. My model, it is not a Guilty Gear style model. While people can call it as such, you know, as you will, yes, some of the tech is inspired by Guilty Gear and is also inspired by the Precure 3D anime, but it is neither of them. This is my own model, this is my own style, and also a Guilty Gear model looks a lot more muscular, and it looks a lot more muscular and mature than this model. If you try porting this model to Guilty Gear, I would not match. I would not match, honestly. It just wouldn't work out. I mean, sure, like overall tune share, you could say, oh, they look similar, but it's like, no, this is not a Guilty Gear style. It's a 2D looking 3D model, but not a Guilty Gear style model. And that's also not what I'm going for either, because I don't want to look like a buff snow angel. I mean, I know I eventually want to get into like a muscle journey, right? But like growth journey and stuff, you know, I want to do more working out, but this model's not buff. Sure, yeah, anyways. I'm sorry to like ramble about this though, but it's like and again, it's not bad that you asked your question. I'm just like saying, I guess I'm just like rambling pretty much because yeah. I'm so proud of how I did the texture. And again, just to show you at least like some of the textures, right? Let's show you the hair breakdown, for example. You see how like the hair texture, it's literally just this. This is the diffuse. And you may be wondering, where the heck are all the other details? Like, where is it? Like, if this is your diffuse texture, where's like, where the heck is this part? Where's this hair shadow? And that's why I mentioned earlier, they're in separate textures. So like, you have this one here. That's the ambient occlusion that defines where the hair shadow should be. Then you have the ambient color or the shadow colors here. That determines how the lighting should, yeah. It allows the shadow to like blend or like define what the color should be. Instead of it just being like a single color, it's like, yeah. That defines color. This one defines shadow location. And it also helps define where the, like, while the light is rotating, it also helps determine how it should blend too. Like both this and the shadow color, they go together. And then this one determines like the hair shine, which it's also determined in the hair shadow color, but it's also in the emission because it does, you know, it does glow in the dark. So yeah. But, and then there's the hairlines, but there's nothing. Like, the only thing that actually have, like, lines, I think, is just the kneecaps, and I think it's just the body, the base body has, like, the lines, and the, like, parts of the outfit. Like the gloves, for example, they have a line texture, but, yeah. Pretty much that in a nutshell! Ah! Okay. So, without further ado, let me know if there's any other questions, right? I hope that helps explain about, I guess, the texture sort of breakdown of the model as best as I can. Let me know if that didn't make sense at all. But, yeah. But, at the end, like, pretty much in a nutshell, it's not the shader that determines how my character looks. It is the mesh and the texture quality. You could do Poyomi, you could do Lil Tune, you could do Nilotune, but at the end of the day, they all do the same thing. The only difference with Nilotune is that if the post-processing is really good, like, it makes the blending really well, but I've seen people replicate. There's Podatoon. Literally replicates it. I've seen other people don't even have to see Nilotoon's source code. They just know how to replicate it.
Oh my god.
And even then, you can
message.
also,
Welcome
as long as you don't make the
3RS.
awesome art you got there, it looks like a mix of Chloe from Glitter Force and April from Glitter Force, kinda. Why does that remind... Why... That sounds so familiar. Hold up. I need to look... Wait. Wait. Oh my god, yes! I want to double check. I'm like, wait. I want to, like, double check to make sure I'm thinking the right Glitter Force. Yes! I mean, like, look... Aren't they animated by Toei Anim... Wait, hold up. What's their animation studio? Glitter Force is the adaptation of Smile Prick Cure. Wait, I have to double check. Who's the animation studio? Is it Toei or is it a different one? Because I'm still trying to learn about Prick Cure, but yes, the model had inspiration from Prick Cure, though. Yes, that's exactly what I'm going for. Oh my, I just, like, dropped my hair clip. Whoops, my bad. Yes, like, and funny enough, the Prick Cure inspiration was a last-minute thing, but my model is primarily, like, inspired by Sailor Moon Crystal Season 3, but, yes, there was definitely reference material, like, regarding Prick Cure. And there were, like, multiple, like, because there's different types of Prick Cures, so it was a mixture of multiple things I've referenced. I've lost count. But what was it? Who I need to double check. Who's the animation studio? I want to double check, please. Wait, was it? It was created by that. Oh yeah, the studio's Toei Animations. Yes, I love Toei Animation. Yes. Okay. I need like, the thing is, I've watched Sailor Moon, but I haven't like thoroughly watched Prick Cure yet. But I've watched a couple clips. But I definitely want to watch the anime so freaking badly. I have to. When I get my free time, I am 100%. I have to watch Prick Cure. I literally wasn't, like, their 3D and, like, models have inspired me. I have to watch them, okay? And seeing the clips, OMG, I love them, okay? I already love them. Anything, like almost anything from Toei, I love it, okay? Their style literally inspires me. Anyways, okay, let's continue on with the wings. Free! Alright, so bring... What is it? This? And then we're gonna, like, do, like, a little bounce effect. Boink. I hate how I don't... Well... I mean, if that's the one I animate, or the one I pose, I could just reverse it. Hold on. There you go. There you go. Should be kind of quickish. Let's see how that will look. I think, like, I should make it a little faster. But not, like, so fast where it's, like, you haven't seen, like, the wings flap or anything. And then the bounce effect is, like, really, like, it's supposed to be subtle-ish. But again, it's gonna be hard to see because of the freaking physics. But let's see. Maybe let's make it where after the bounce, it goes down a little bit. Just to kind of like smooth it out instead of being so abrupt. Oh my freaking god! I'm about to say, like, I fricked up, but thank goodness I was still like, okay, remember the key button. Please use the key button. Okay. Please, I need this. Okay. And then... Okay, Okay, let's see. Okay, I think that looks good. Let's see. Take 2. Oh, wait. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Shut up. Wait. So it's like, it's gonna be a long while. I like that. And then, like, it's kind of like a blinking idol, pretty much. So we could have it, because I'm not even doing the blink, wing blinks, because I'm like, nah, I'd like them all to come off, like, soft. I guess we're gonna do, like, 2 at a time. Let's see if this will even look good. Oh, wait, that actually kind of looks good, though. Hello. Hello. It works. It'd be like, waiting, blah, 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 blah. Maybe like a little flap. Just making sure of the timing. Yes, yes, yes. Do it, you frick. Like, that's what I want to go for. Don't get me wrong, I am a chaos potato. I'll do the craziest things. But I also want the small to still, like, have gentle vibes, okay? I'm old. Man, I feel old. God dang it. Okay. But also I'm gonna kind of reuse, what is it? I'm gonna reuse this little frick for just a moment, right? I'm gonna reuse that. So you got wings down. And then you have, okay, so idle, down. And then wings rapid should pretty much just be... I mean, essentially it's the same keyframes. Like, it's just the same keyframes. Like, both, slow
God.
and rapid
A new
will
Twitch
use
message.
it.
Innate
It's just one's
out.
faster than the other. Looking good, Kana. Hello, how you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. So this one... Yeah, let's go for that. And then the slow one should be like... something like this. It's like gentle. Gentle. And then we have tilts. So we have those. And then we have up. So this one, I have to... Yes. And then the other one's just like posing, pretty much. So... Wings up. Without annihilating the wings. Yeah, so... It's gonna be this. And then essentially I am copying this to... Yes. Do that. Where my wings are like, oh! Shooken! I am shooken! Yes. And then we're gonna have it where we have tilt left and tilt right. So if we're doing tilt right, that means the... So tilt right means that the wing... It's indicating what wing is down, and then the other one's opposite. So this one, the right wing has to be down, and that has to be up. So then... Was it right wing? It was tilt left. Blech. Blech. Left. That's the one that goes down. And then this frick is the one that goes down. Like that. That's how it should look like. I'm just copying and pasting keyframes. You know how it is. Yes. So this is how it looks like. Beautiful, just... Yes, whatever I'm doing. Anyways. So now here's the other question, though. How the frick we make this into an animation that Warudo will understand? Well, this is where this frick comes in. Oh no. We're gonna die. Nah, I'm kidding, we're fine. So let's go ahead and we're gonna snatch this and we're gonna put it here. Delete. Now I'm gonna move this over here because even though I could like hide my wings anytime I want, my hair is too chonky. You will not be able to see. And that's fine. So what we're gonna do is that so the way I'm gonna have this set up is that it is going to use integers. Now, if I'm going to be doing, let's say, the wings binded to the eye blink, I'd use a float that time. But I don't, I personally just, if I really really wanted it, which we'll see if I, we'll see. And if I want it, I would probably make it more subtle than the old model, is all I'm saying. I'd make it subtle. But I could also do a quickie in Warudo without using the animation parameter, blah, 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 but it's okay. But yeah, so wing poses is that one. So let's go ahead and make the transitions. Let's go. Blender's still open? No. Okay, thank goodness. No, don't do that. Okay. And we're going from number 1 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay. 5, 10, something. We could do a transition duration, so it's not immediate. So let's say 0.1 seconds is how long I want the wings to transition to, but there's no exit time. But I want smooth transition. These are wings, not emotes. Oof. Okay. My headphones are so chunky, they hurt my ears when I'm like... Because I have it tilted, like, essentially, like, so my other ear can hear, like, how loud I am. Or if anyone else is, like, asking, or like, someone IRL is asking me for something. Who knows? I feel like somebody wants to sell me something, or something like that. I can't. But yes. We're editing the transition time. We are doing good. And then this is also, even though I'm not doing the wing blinks, I will be making a, wait, actually, I was gonna say I will do a condition set, but I think I'm gonna end up just doing the same way I did with the animated emotes I did, pretty much. Though I could, again, I still have the condition blueprint if anyone wants to see that. But, yeah, the method I do is less laggy. Very less laggy. Okay, just for convenience sake, I'm going to move this thing up here. And yeah, just so I can like quickly just add that condition without having to like swap every time. Convenience. That thing should not have an exit time. We want transition. We want smooth transition. These are wings, not emotes. Emotes are different. You'd want to have it to be snappier. Yes, yes, yes. Right, I'm like adding it right there. You can see what I'm doing. And then once we have that, I'm gonna do equals to 1. And then not equal to 1. Right? That's what I'm pretty much doing. Now, I will say, like, there are some cases where, I've had, like, advanced setups where sometimes they'll actually... Because, like, it's not just, like... What is it? Because whenever I tend to demonstrate, like, my animation setup, they'll always have, like, either an integer or a boolean. But sometimes, on more complicated setups, I end up having to do a mixture of both. Like, let's say, for example, I've lightly mentioned this setup where, let's say you have 3 outfits in one, and each and every outfit has their own crazy freaking amount of toggles, but you can't have them conflict with each other. You do a weird mix of boolean and integer for that sort of setup. Probably mostly boolean. It depends on, like, what type of combination we're talking about. But most of those are just going to be... Well, if it's just toggling stuff on and off, boolean is just enough for you. You don't need the integer. But if you're doing something like this where it's like all of these, right? They're in the same category. They're all wings. but they have to override each other. That's where Booleans can't do this. It would just be, it'll be integer because it's supposed to override each other. That's why I do this. Not equal, equals. So let me double check something. Gotcha. I see my Discord pinging me. Alright. Just gonna put that down. There you go. Alright, so let's continue. Say that equals, and then not equals. That is 5. We're almost done, and then I'm gonna export the model to Warudo. I do want to check one more thing before exporting, though. It's the joy expression. I want to, like, double check if I've done a certain emote blend shape, or if I didn't. I'm gonna double check. But yeah, there you go. Now we have the wing setup here. And again, if it's a float, it's like, in a nutshell, if you're doing like what I mentioned about the eye thingy, it's literally just like, it will just be like these two, and actually, is it? No, yeah, it would be this, but you set the motion time right here. You set that to be your float, and then what it'll do is that in Warudo, you just kind of like say what the number, or use a float interpolation node to essentially bind it to the freaking thing. In a nutshell. I mean, I can also do that even, like I said, there's like multiple methods to go about the freaking wings. Or even ears. So, let's see. I want to double check the freaking joy expression one more time. Where are you? You. Because I want to check, is your blend shape correct? Oh, wait, that's right. We have to enable it. Where are you? There you are. A joy expression. But I want to see, like, the blend shapes I have. Because... how did I do it? Yeah, because for some reason... Is it... I think it's probably, like... maybe I want it where this would be bigger. That's why I had those, like, emotes, pretty much. Right? Yes. And then the scale thing, I set that to... I guess essentially it's this. Pretty much. Okay. So... that... yeah, because, like, I felt like something was, like, slightly off about it. Yeah, because I wanted it to be a bit more emphasized, like, these are, like, this part here is, like, also getting bigger instead of just the middle part. This one kind of makes it, it's not it's not super perfect, but it's whatever. Let's see. Yeet. Okay, I think that's good. That's better now. Alright, so let's go ahead, bring back the shawl, and then let's export the frick. Yippee. I am so sorry I'm like name calling you so much, model. That is not my intention. I only just do that. I just call you a frick because I call every model. I only say it because UND just hates me. And God forbid you crash on me without my permission. I don't like that. You have no idea. I've had many times where I'd be working on a project and I'd be crashing, even off stream, just 5 times in a row. And I'm like, what's happening? And then guess what? It was an AMD driver that caused it the whole time. That was happening for a whole month. Everything would just crash. Even like opening an extra blend file that was like nothing in there would just crash my PC. Remember guys, if you have an AMD GPU,
a new YouTube
careful.
message. Welcome,
Hi,
Signa.
Sai. How you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. Alright, so... yeah, I'm just gonna click the button. It's gonna export. Do your magic, model, or perish. I love this freaking modified plugin so much. This thing, I don't want to touch the prefab. Just do it in the background. What? Oh, Vikoi. Wait, do I have to look at? Wait. ちょっと待ってね. Am I supposed to look at something? Am I supposed to look at something, side? You got. Ah! My mouse gone! God! Lol, no. Okay, I thought there was supposed to be something I looked at, and I was like, I just wanted to type it out. That's okay, but my ball died. This is what I mean by Warudo has that weird cinematography glitch I hate so much. Listen, if the issue's a free look camera, why do you make the orbit camera default? Basic Face and Vinyoungs would never. Anyways, okay, enough of me going whoa. Or wait, the burp or something like that. Oh man, that's right. I have to fix the derp expression. Yeah, I gotta fix the derp. But yes, V-Koi! Yes, the koi fish is on the way. Whenever that happens, there'll be a koi fish. Yes. Yes. Okay, so sorry about the derp. Okay. So let's take a look. Cause I update model. Wait. I forgot. Are my wings moving? Are they doing an idle flap, or did I break something? I don't think they're even working at all. Warudo? Can you, like, tell me why the frick are my wings not moving at all? There's clearly a problem. There's clearly a problem, Warudo. Are you, like, is there a freaking physics that I don't know, or, well, I forgot, or something, that's using, like, the chest bone or something? Because I would never do that. They all have root bones. All of them. Every single one. I'm not even kidding. What's using something that's relating to the... What? Like, why are the wings not working? What did the wings do to you? I need to know. What? What is the problem, wings? Why do you hate me so much? Why does Unity work and you're not working, Warudo? Tell me! Like, literally... Wait. Why does that work? Listen, my shawl just works in Unity. My wings are working in Unity. Why are they not working in Warudo? What are you doing, Warudo? I have a pregunta and you're not answering. And by that, I mean the program. Like, seriously. I literally even deleted the... Was it the tail asset thing that gave my wings temporary extra physics and stuff? I got rid of that. And I don't... I'm like... what? I am confused. Why are the... There's no pendulum! Why? There's... I'm so confused! What? At first it was the shawl, now it's the wings. What's your problem, Warudo? Why can't you react to my wings? What did the wings ever do to you? I mean it. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm like checking through everything, trying to see what's related to the chest or the wings that's causing the freaking thing to not work. It works in Unity like nothing. This is literally the first mod that does this. Why it had to be my mod? Why does my mod have to have the rare issue that I can never Google because I'm the Google? Why? Although, honestly, though... Wait. Yeah, what? You know what? How about... I'll do you a favor so you stop suffering. What if I just, like, move it to the next wing bone down and see if that would... Wait a minute. I was gonna say, is it just the fact that the colliders are there is the reason why it's doing what it's doing? I can't tell. Here's a weird dream I had years ago. I was in my bed with a... What? A doll pancake art? Of course ate it. When I woke up... Oh my god! Wait, so you had a dream about doll pancake art and you were chewing on your blanket. Oh, that's wholesome. I had time where I was like, I don't know. I've had many dreams, right? Was it... Oh my goodness. I don't remember what this dream was about, but what I can remember is that I fell off my bed, and then, like, I heard a knock on my door, and they're like, "You okay?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, I'm doing good. I just, like, fell off my bed or something. No big deal." I don't know what I was dreaming about. I must have been, like, really rolling. I was, like, rolling like a freaking potato, like... I have no idea. But, yeah, what the... Like, But that's the thing. It's like, I didn't give the bow root a collider, so that's not the problem with this thing. Extras, it had Oreo crumbs on it. Oh my god, Oreo crumbs? That is adorable. Was it, like... Oh man,
Oh my
I
god.
miss Oreos.
A new Switch message.
Hi,
Azor
Azor.
face
How you
crown.
doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. Ah! Hello. Yeah, there's literally, like, no colliders on this model. Why do you hate me so much? I am not making the wing system purely in Warudo. Do you hear me, model? I am not doing it. That would be hell. That would be really hell, actually. I'm not even kidding. Let's actually, like, make this freaking thing work. Like, for God's sake. Please. Okay, I don't get it. Like, what do you want from me? You know, we could do process of elimination, actually. That's the other thing, too. So let's start off. I shifted the bones of the physics. We're gonna see. Hi, how you doing? Almost done with modeling. You're doing good? How am I doing? I'm doing good. Been a bit busy. Allergy shots. Doing some, like... I like did some grocery shopping and all that. I got banana muffins. Oh yeah, that's right. The banana muffins are like behind me. That's well, I kind of wanted to save that for like tomorrow's snack instead, and then for today, like, I don't know, sandwich. I don't know, cause I try not to eat like too much in the day, even though, like, not gonna lie, like sometimes I do kind of undereat, but at the same time, like I'm trying to be like 137 pounds. I'm like literally almost there. Like was it 2 days ago or the other day? On the scale, it literally read like 140.7 pounds, and I was like, I'm getting close. I'm getting close. But like, I don't know. I think like that day though, I was like really fasting, and then I was like, you know, I'm gonna have like nice eggs, and then I had like a really good lunch after that. That was like a different day. But anywho, model, I'm going to make you export. I'm just making sure, like, what? Yeah, because that's the right Kana. Yes, that's the correct Kana. So that's the real question. Apply root motion. Real question, but was that... I'm pretty sure I had this default settings. Yeah, let's just build the mod. I don't know, I have a seeking suspicion I probably touched the animator and did a oopsie doopsie. I can't tell. It's not just right defaults. Or it could be that, but... I didn't even touch those, even though I know, like, usually you should disable right defaults, though, so you don't like, override stuff, but, yeah. It's updating. Model! Hello. Alright. I see no movement. I'm already cringing. So, give me a moment. I need to check something. I need to check if it even exists. So, what is it? Integer, and then we're gonna say, what the frick is, what the... Yeah, it's not working. I really want to drop kick Warudo already. Warudo, please! What, let's do 2. Because it's more obvious if it's 2. Character, wing poses. Just straight up not working. Warudo, Warudo, what is it that my model has that is making you reject even animating it? Wait, actually, what happened to my physics? Wait, what the? What? What happened? Well, this is a... If this is a rare bug I just, like, hit, or what? Well then, I've never had this before. Okay, well actually, technically I have. You usually have to regenerate the freaking thing or pre-built your physics. But that's the thing, is like, it's not even animating. Something's wrong with Warudo. Blech. So, we're gonna have to do a process of elimination method for rare bugs like this! Why do I sound like Squidward for a second? I'm not Squidward. I never would be a Squidward. Okay. Let's try process elimination number 1. The physics. We will have to disable the physics of specifically the wings to determine if they are the culprit. But most importantly though, since me shifting the bone thing didn't work, how do I suspect it to work again? Ah! Why? Why do you do the things you do? You fuck. Okay. So, let's disable the wings. We're gonna re-export the model, and we're gonna see. I swear to God, if it's literally like... What's the default saying for the animator? I wanna check. Fight me, you freaking thing. Oh my God, shush. Okay. Game object. Hold on. Animator. Ah! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They are very different. They are very different values. Those values are really different. What did I do? What did I do to this thing? I am curious. So, okay. You know what? Before I actually disable the wing physics, I really want to see, are you actually... Is it really the culprit? If you're really the culprit, you're the whole reason why the shawl didn't even, like, toggle. Okay. I'm gonna, like, crash out. The animator always makes me crash out. My poor wings. They look like a crumble cookie. Or something. Is it even gonna work? I don't even see it working. No, it's not even working. That literally has no point. I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out. Warudo, what are you doing? Why is my freaking wings not working? Can I also try... Wait, set... Wait, animate... I want to also check something. If I try Feline's node, because there's 2 of them, will it actually work? No, even Feline's node is acting up. So it's like, okay, at least I know it's not a plugin thing. But still, or at least I know... I don't know. It's like, why are you not working? Is it the colliders? Or is it that magic cloth is, like, making me crash out or something? What is it? I just changed the settings. What do you want from me? This is so hard to troubleshoot. This is not easy. I don't like this. I hate it. Wait! I think I'm an idiot. Oh! The one thing I never done on the client was I set the anchor. I set an anchor for the rest of the bugs. I set it for all of them. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? If that's really true that the anchors... If that freaking anchor... Listen. If the anchor is the reason why the shawl didn't even work in the first place, I am going to just... Okay. I should have all of them set to animation pose ratio for scaling purposes, but also the skirt should not have it, though. Wait a minute. Now that I think about it. Wait a minute. If this ends up also being an answer as to why the skirt like never has physics in the first place, I am really gonna I highly doubt it for the skirt. The skirt's like way too puffy. But like, I, you know what? Just export it, you little frick. Just freaking export. I'm already angry. I am already just angry. I just want the shawl to work without like 10 different nodes. Wait, was it 10 different nodes? Something like that. Or was it 8? No. I think it was just 4. I forgot. 4? I don't know. We're up thing. Okay, please. No! God dang, is that the problem? And I literally undo all that for no reason. What is the problem? What is the problem, Warudo? What do you want? My clients never had this issue. Why am I the only one with this issue? Why? Like, why? Do I have to not have physics? Is it because of the plugin I'm using? Is it because I'm going to, like, literally annihilate you in, like, 10 seconds. Oh my god. Work! Just do it! Ow. There goes my left shoulder. Please. Just do something. Even without physics. Warudo, do you actually have a legitimate... What? But then how come it works on my other clients? Huh? Is there an actual bug in Warudo that the animator... Wait, but that's so weird, because how come the emotes work? But not the freaking bones! Huh? What? How does it work for my clients? How the frick does it work for my emos? Except the freaking bones. I have no physics. And it still don't work. What is your problem, Warudo? What is the problem? What is it? I'm confused. I am concerned. I don't like this. Like, oh my god. You just made me do I just had to undo my anchor setups, which prevented teleporting. I probably should have only done with one thing. I was a little too confident. That was on me. That one was on me for that one. But don't worry, I can like re-register it. It's okay. That one is set to head. Yeah, I'm gonna like set the anchors up again because like that one was actually kind of useful. No, here's the thing, Fizzy. I would have to... First of all, I would need to make a VRM file, and I hate VRM. I hate VRM. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I know how important the file can be, right? I get it. I just... For the stuff that I be doing, VRM just cannot suffice. I'm sorry. I need 8 vertex per... Well, actually, technically 6 vertex per, like, 6 weight paint data per vertex, and VRM's only 4. And even if I could make that work, right, it's not even just that. It's just the ease of just pulling the FBX and export to the program. I don't want to do FBX of VRM, then VSF avatar, then and then I have to troubleshoot and then reconvert 3 freaking times. I hate that. I hate that with a dying passion. I am not a Void model. I am a from scratch model. And guess what? I have too much settings. I thought... Nope. Oh, well, technically... Okay, Vinyan does support VSF Avatar, but VSF Avatar requires VRM. And even though Vinyan does have their own, like, VSF Avatar export setup that can export Vinyan stuff like beyond specific components to the avatar. Again, it needs VRM for the normalization, and all I just want is just copy VR chat, but without the multiplayer. Like, how hard okay, I mean, again, like a multiplayer feature is fine. I don't want to do multiplayer, okay? I don't want my model game ripped. But can we just have the FBX export method to VR chat? How hard is that? How did VR chat do it? Why can't we just copy that? I don't get it. I don't get, is it like, what, like VR chat, like, force normalizes on export? And make sure that the, I don't know. I don't know, and I'm losing my brain cells. I'm losing my marbles. Okay.
You and
there goes the ad. Okay. It's okay. I crash out not because I'm bad. It's just because it's like a mix of funny, but I'm just screaming into the void. Warudo. Why? Why are we having these difficulties? And it's specifically the bone. Huh? I don't get it. I really don't get it. A sad war cry. It's fine. It's fine. I'll live. I've played these games before. But like right now I'm like re-registering the anchors. Hold on. Yeah, so like that one's the knees for the shoelace. Yeah. Also, don't mind the fan in the background. It's summertime, even at nighttime, which makes me confused because why is there the sun outside in the middle of the night? Why? Hey, at least y'all are seeing like how I do the freaking anchor setups though. That's a bonus. Also, fun fact by the way, my armature setup is named after the Autodesk Maya retargeting humanoid skeleton thing creature. Yes. You have the wrong leg. Left leg, you baka. Please. Okay, so head, that one's a spine. You got right hand, left hand. Just gonna like do this. To the left, to the right, to the left. Wait, where's your right? Yes. Never say never. I'm already screaming. What can I do today? I am so, oh yeah, and the calf, yes. I like I mentioned before in the other stream, I have calf physics. Because I have calves. Yes. Powerful leg. Okay. No, that's forearm. I want the legs. Legs are up here. And that one, I don't remember what leg it was, but I'm gonna assume it is probably that one. Right. Left. Okay. At least we know it's not the anchors. I thought it was, but now I regret everything. That's a really good question. Yes, I also have like physics there, but it's like, where the what bone is it for? I'm gonna say maybe spine 1 has it? Because that's an in-between blend, or bone, not blend shape, bone. Okay, I think we're good. If I frick up on something, future me, could you please fix it? I'd appreciate it. Yeah, so, never again. And then as for the choker, I want that to actually be on the neck? Yes. Yes. This one. That's another word for, like, anchors. It's essentially supposed to make it where the physics will still exist, but when you're teleporting around, they don't glitch as much. That's why that feature's a thing, which is so useful if you move around like a crazy, like doing crazy shenanigans. Though for full body tracking, to be honest, it doesn't really
Thank you for the follow. Satsuma.
Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. But still, why? Just why, model? You know what? I was gonna I don't want to do the prefab method though.
Oh
I
my
wanted
God.
to. I didn't
A
know
new
you
Twitch
stream until I
message.
saw you on my homepage.
Satsuma.
Hello, though, and thank you for watching the stream. I appreciate it. Let me at least bring back the physics, right? We're gonna bring back the physics. They're coming back, but I feel like maybe we have to do it the hard way, and I'm not gonna like that method. Your tutorials have helped me so much throughout the years. Oh my god, I forget the fact I've been on YouTube for 6 years. I feel old. But thank you, though. Thank you for the compliment, and I'm glad that I helped you out on your 3D journey. Okay, update. My physics are back, but not my wing animations, though, and I'm very upset about that. Why do you make it so hard for my wing physics to exist? I've done it before on the old model. What's so different? It's the same method. The same method. Literally, just like have a distorted version of me just crying like that one cat emote that I keep using on Discord all the time. That's me right now. I'm literally the wobbling cat emote. That's me. Because of how, like, I don't get it. What do you want, model? What more are you asking for? What? It's like, nothing is, nothing. Nothing's computing. I don't get it. Okay, so animator's not the problem. Seems like the physics are not the problem. It seems like just Warudo straight up just, I don't know, like it just hates everything. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a separate mod of my model. We're going to call it Kana test. Or wait. Kana anim test. And we're gonna make a separate one. So this is, I had to, okay, I don't know if it's a new SDK's fault or something, but when I was working on a client of mine, there was a weird freaking shading issue on their eyes. I'm gonna lurk while I get some stuff done. Have a great stream. I'm glad I found you here. Take care. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. So I've had, like, it was like a client that I'm like trying to work on as fast as I can. But essentially, what is that? I'm like going to like File Explorer, making an extra folder and all that. So, what is it? Yeah, essentially, I had to do like some weird stuff to just make it work, which I didn't like it, but it does look nice still, at least on export. And I'm just wondering, why does the model hate me? Okay, so again, we're gonna make a separate Kana. It's gonna look like this. Essentially, it's a Kana without physics. And we're gonna see, is it the normalize plugin? Is that thing freaking up? Because otherwise, if I actually have to do the prefab method, first of all, I'm already hating the SDK again. And second of all, I'm crying. Because again, the denormalize doesn't get updated anymore, and it doesn't work on a new SDK, and it makes me sad because I actually actively use this because it makes the exporting process much faster. I don't want to touch the prefab. Let me touch the FBX only. Let that be the only thing I want to touch. Treat it like VR chat. Touch the FBX. That's all. Anything else? I didn't see it. I'm pretending.
Oh my
I didn't
God.
see a thing.
A new Twitch message.
Thank you for your
Necro
Warudo
underscore
tutorials.
Moors.
Hello, Necro. Thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate it. And sorry about, like, if y'all are hearing my crashing out regarding this, like, freaking animation stuff. I'm confused. See, that's literally the freaking thing. That was literally at the default settings.
Oh
and
my
it
God.
refuses to
A new
work.
YouTube message. Welcome Miguel173919.
Hello, Miguel. How you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. Hi. Let's just like, was it Switch active mod? I'm just gonna like put here. It's me, Leo. Oh my god, I had no idea. Hi, Leo. Wait a minute. How the heck? Wait a minute, Leo. I've never told you I streamed before. Who's telling you? Wait, unless y'all are subscribed to my YouTube channel, you just happen to find me. Hi! Nice to meet ya! Hello! Yes. I followed you some time ago on YouTube. Oh, I see. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Cause like I just saw Azor, then I saw Sai, and then I see you, Leo, and I'm like, I was like thinking like, wait, is our 3D friends like watching my stream and they're not telling me something? Kinda suspicious, but I think it's just a coincidence. I'm just gonna say y'all were you three were on YouTube. You just happened to saw me just being like live and stuff. But hello, I'm happy to see y'all. I'm like crashing out because Warudo doesn't want to work with my animator, and the funny part is this is literally the same method I did on my old model. Why is literally the version the Unity version is the exact match. It is 2021, and I'm on the newest SDK. What gives? Do I have to downgrade? I'll do it. I don't want to do it, but I will. You leave me no other choice. But let's see. I'm gonna like switch. If this ends up working after updating the FBX again, I am like, okay, why did it like crash a minute? Okay. Okay, swapping models. What gives, Warudo? You have a bug! You can't use the freaking bow position and rotation transformation in your program! What the frick? This... or is it denormalized? Maybe it's denormalized. Okay, before I'm going to call it a bug, I feel like maybe the denormalized plugin is broken, even though I've used it before. Well, not for old Kana, but for other client. Maybe that is the case. Maybe the person who coded it broke it on the animator. That could be it, because again, this is okay. Okay, maybe okay, you know what? I'm gonna give an early apology to Warudo. I just hate the prefab setup, okay? I know you're making a new modding system for Unity 6 or Unity 7 version of Warudo. I'm aware, and I'm so grateful for that. I really am. You have no idea. But until that day happens, I'm already crying. So, here's what we're gonna do. It might be the fact I might have to suck it up and deal with the prefab sub, which I'm gonna hate so freaking much, but it is what it is, okay? So, here's what we're going to do. No more denormalize. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to test export. We're gonna actually turn this test model. We're gonna grab it, and then I'm gonna... And then, like, freaking... okay, I'm sorry for making weird noises. I'm just, like... I'm angry, okay? I'm just... at least I pre-normalized my rig, though. At least that helps with the prefab setup, because before, I would always have to use pumpkin tools, and then I'd cry on the inside. Okay, so... now it doesn't have the other stuff. You're gonna build that mod, and I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope everything is gonna be okay. And at least I know for the clients that do need denormalize, my past clients... Wait. But wait, that wouldn't make... Wait, but then that's weird, though. How come my client... Oh. No, that's even stupider. No, wait, because I literally... Ah! The plug... Ah! I hate this SDK! I hate it! 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 I wish I could just... I hate it so much! I hate it so much! I hate that denormalize has not gotten updates! I hate how I have to export water malls! I hate touching the prefab! You have no idea how mad! Why is it that VSF avatar... Well, okay, well that one's VRM, actually, never mind about that. But still, just... I mean, even then, I didn't even have to update the prefab for VSF Avatar. I just shove it into the hierarchy. It exports as is. Heck, even the v.sdk, you could literally have it as an FBX and it will export your prompt just the way it does. Why, Warudo? Why does it have to be a prefab? I'm literally sounding like SpongeBob now. Yeah! Fine, you win this time. I'll use that stupid prefab. And I swear, honestly, for the other client, I'm still keeping them on denormalized because at least they work perfectly fine. And also, they have way too many models. For my clients that have way too many outfits, they're gonna have to stay on denormalized, and I just make it work with a blueprint. That's a different story. But for this model, my model, I want the animator to work. How hard is that to ask for? I guess the only way to make it perfectly work is by using an older Unity. Well, actually, it's not even the Unity version. It's just a Warudo SDK version. So I'll probably have to downgrade or something. But then again, there really is no... I mean, other than some certain coding stuff here and there, there's not... I don't even... I hate this. I hate this. Wait, I gotta double check something now. I need to check the person who made the freaking modified thing denormalize. The person who made a modified version, I think there were 2 people. The one that I took from, 3 months ago. What version do I have? Wait. Was this their only, like, is this their only release or... Yeah, that's their only release, so that means, like, there's literally no fixes for this. This is so freaking upsetting. I would have... Oh my god. Why can't this... Like, literally, I'm not even kidding, Warudo. You could have at least made this, like, vanilla in the freaking SDK, and I would be, like, so happy. If denormalized avatar, at least so I could export a pre-normalized model as an FBX. If I could just have that, that's all I want. I don't want to touch the prefab. Fine. What? Okay, fine. Okay, enough being a crybaby, okay? You done this garbage before. You done it. At least on the bright side, though, right? At least on the freaking bright side, the model is pre-normalized, so I don't have to use pumpkin tools to transfer. All I have to do is this annoying thing where I duplicate the model. I have to always... Okay, well, I have to, like... Now that I know this is just the plugin being a derp face, right? I have to delete the script. Oh no. And then I have to go to the export. I have to delete the prefab every time, because sometimes it won't even, like, update it properly. I have to delete it every freaking time, or else issues happen. Then I have to, like... Oh my god. Then I have to click on the thing, then go to Warudo, do the sub-character every freaking time. Oh, great! It broke! You are so lucky I duplicated. I think it's because I got confused what project to export to. Wow. Yeah, you got confused, though. You broke yourself. No. No. Okay, it's not a bug on Warudo SDK. That was just me using a script that was half fixed. Oh my god, I want denormalized to work again. I'm gonna be so salty about that part. Okay, I'm already salty. I've been salty. Why do I have to do this? Why? I just... Before, I was just able to click a button and call it a day. But that may also explain other things. It's whatever. I don't care. Is that the only issue I have? Right? The physics are fine. They're beautiful. Besides me forgetting 1 bone, but that's whatever. And then I'm gonna, like, build that mod. And then just hope things are fixed. This is why you don't use too many plugins, guys. You always have to stick with the vanilla method. Even though it sucks sometimes. I'm sorry. I'm just picky, okay? I want convenience. That's all I want. I just want convenience. Okay, anyways, enough of me getting all angry and stuff. The wings are working at least. We found the solution. We are good. We're just waiting on Unity to... Oh yeah, that's right. I was like, wait, it didn't even update the model, and then I realized, oh wait, no, it's in a different name. Alright, here goes nothing. Ah! Okay. Please. Please! Yes, it works. Okay, that's all I... Okay, in that case, because it was just a freaking plugin's fault, I can finally re-optimize my show. We don't need this blue... Oh, wait. You guys are not actually able to see it. Oh my god. Wait. We don't need this blueprint anymore. Finally. Finally. I can say goodbye to this. Wait, actually, were there other things I did? Oh, wait, no. No. We still need this blueprint. Because of these two. It's fine. At least it'll be a lot cleaner, though. At least. But still, just... We don't need... these two. And I swear to God, if I had... I swear to freaking God, if it backfires, I'm going to freaking scream. Okay. All I want... Okay. Please. Work. Exactly. I am so happy again. Finally, it was just denormalized. I am angry. I am angry at everything. The plugin does not work with rotation. But then how did it work on my other client, though? They literally have a complicated toggle, a hoodie toggle, to do the rotation constraints. Toggle plus physics toggle and rotate the... Wait. But I use blend shapes on that method. Actually... I see. Okay. Okay. You win! Okay, fine. If you want to use denormalize properly, use an older SDK version, which I'm glad they archive it. But I'm still angry about everything else. Because I wish I knew it was a freaking animator's fault. Or the plugin, whatever. It's whatever. I don't care. I have my wings back. I have my beautiful wings back. Yes! Yes! So in that case... I mean, I could have these, like, dedicated... Yeah. Because the way I set this up is, like, I have it for both, like, I could set the wing poses itself, and then we go from there. Wings... Beef... It looks... I don't know, like, when... Like, the way the wings are flapping, they just feel so pretty, though. I'm so sorry to, like, you saw the side of me where I'm just, like... I'm just having a moment. I'm just having a freaking moment. Having a moment, okay? Shush. Or actually, I should be the one shushing. But then again, I'm, like, literally, like... You guys are, like, watching me. Help. Okay. So, wings, tilt... left, wings down. Okay, so wings up, wings up, right? Yeah! It's so smooth. And then I love it so much. Ah. Oh my god. Ah, it's so cute. I'm sorry. It's so cute. I love it. I miss my wing movements. Okay, it's been too long. I love this. And it can do this too. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sure, could it bend more? That's honestly, I think that's just my physics fault for that one. It's fine. It's cute, it's soft, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so now that we have this, now we have to bind it to the emotes. Okay, so whatchamacallit? Yeah, expressions. Why that took so long for me to register that. Okay, so now we have to have it where there is a idol for this one. And then I'm just kind of like just adding it in. So let me take a screenshot of Unity real quickly so I know what order the freaking stuff is supposed to be at. Yes. I'll put this in the other side. And hold on. Let me make the window smaller because this is... Yeah, I just want to see, like, what is what? Like, for reference. Whoops. So, wings up is 1. Fun? You could honestly stay at idle. And then joy, you're gonna be 5. No, 5. Angry, that one is this number. Sorrow, I believe it's 3. 3. Wait, no. No. That's 2. Amazed? That's a really good question. Because I said, do I want the wings up? Or do I want the wings to be, like, fluttering? I kind of want to see about how it looks like fluttering. How cute is that going to be? Let's see. I think I like this one. I think I like it. And then smug. I don't know about that one, actually. I don't know. Do I want it to be, like, a soft? No. Nah, I think it's fine. Like, it's just, like, chill. Let's see. And then this one, oh yeah, definitely wings gotta be up. Yes. Tears? That's a dedicated one. That one. Well, we could make dizzy eyes do something, but I think it's fine. Terrified? Also this one. Eh. Relax is gonna be wings down. Yeah, I mean, I can make it like the wings flap. Oh. Maybe I do want it to be that. Something like that. It's like I'm like, I don't know, it's like you listen to music and you're like So does that mean, like, what do I want for love then? I guess the same thing, like we're gonna have a lot of flutters. Concern though? Wouldn't that be wings tilt left? Wait, how's it? Oh no. No, that one would just be wings up. Either that or wings Which one looks better? Yeah, I like this one better. Yes. Yes! Angry. We definitely need to put rapid. I know the nodes are looking so messy, but don't worry. We have an auto format thing with Warudo. Oh wait, that thing already has this thing though. No, you're fine. Okay, just making sure. The last node would be an integer. That one's fine. Well, alright. Angry. And fun would just be like idle. Well, and then... Oh yeah, I forgot to set the reset to also... I'll edit that in a bit. Then we have excited, which will be a lot of 5s pretty much. Oh wait, no! It'd be a lot more crazier than that. Yes. Now this one, it will be 3 for this one. Huh? Well, wouldn't Terrified, now that I think about it, wouldn't Terrified actually be 4 instead? Wait, how did it, because, yeah, they're supposed to be, like... Wait, how do I want it to look? Like this? Yeah, because, like, this eye is, like, wider than this one, so this one would be, like... That wing would be higher. And if we're Terrified, I want the opposite. So it's gonna look like this instead. Yeah, like that. Where it's like, huh? Something like that. I go, ugh. Spooky, scary skeletons shivering down the chimney or something. Okay. So, at least now that we have that... Oh no! I just realized because... Oh, because okay, I just realized something. The oopsie doopsie. This is supposed to be set to enable, and they just override each other. Why did I set that to toggle? So essentially, I'm trying to make it. Yeah, it's gonna have to force. I have to press a button to. Now, unless it's the individuals here, which that's fine. Yes, this looks really messy, but you're gonna see how it'll get cleaned up. You'll see. Just trust the process, even though it looks awful. This is what I have to deal with. But yeah, let's see. Enable. I really want to sneeze. But I can't sneeze. Wait, for tears? The tears, you can set that to toggle. I think it's fine. Right? Yeah, because it... It's a... Wait, because if it's set to that... Yeah, I can have it toggle, because... It's supposed to... Yeah, it's supposed to be, like... On its own, and then the emotes are supposed to be zeroed out, and... Whatever thing. Something like that. It's supposed to be its own... separate toggle, but most likely I don't know. Yeah, so then what I'll do is that for the reset expression, it should, like, this button already does it. We just need to add an extra one. Not for that, but for the emote. So essentially I'm zeroing out all this. Kind of annoying, so zero that out, 0, 0. But then again, like... For this, I could... That's probably why I did the conditional blueprint, so that way I can actually toggle the button on its own. And then a condition blueprint kind of triggers based off of that. That can also be probably a cleaner solution too. Probably. But then again, it's like... I mean, yeah, it'd technically be cleaner, but then there'll be 3 extra blueprints doing the checking. But also, again, I know, like, while I don't do the on-data approach anymore, I do a data change, so it only triggers when the change happens actively. Like, that's not bad, but it's like... I don't know. That's a toughie. Because I do like pressing on the button on itself. It just feels nicer that way, and like, I know with, like, my live 2D mod, I can't, like... I can't toggle it on its own for, like, certain face expressions. Or otherwise I have to... I don't know. It's just... it depends. But let's format the blueprint. Boom. Cleaner. Just click on that freaking button there. Call it a day. So, that's a tough one, because it's like... Do I want a condition blueprint to make it nicer? Or what? And that's up to me to decide, because this is my setup. And again, I've done conditional blueprints before. I really wish I didn't have to use the render camera thing, but I had to. Also, I do see, like, yeah, my hair is actually clipping less through the wings. I was doing that so much. Now it's doing it less. I'm happy about that. Yippee! Okay, so... yeah. Hello? Yeah, so I can't be able to toggle it, like, off unless I make a condition blueprint that only triggers such and such with, yeah. So I don't, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Like, essentially I'm trying to think of, like, I guess a more cleaner way to go about it, because again, it's like, it's animated, but luckily I have this button, so it's not needed, right? Like pretty much I just gotta remember, instead of like pressing the button itself, just press this reset emotes and it'll just be back to normal. So it's fine. Honestly, it's fine. If I want the condition, I'll determine that myself, but I think for now, like, it works as it should. I love the freaking wings now. Like, I mean, I've always loved the wings. Like, they're freaking gorgeous. I love the gradient. Like, on the original ref, there was, like, a little gradient. It looks so nice. A subtle gradient just makes a whole difference. But, yeah. But I love that the expressions are just... Even though there's no blinking wings anymore, the expressions, like, per, like, wing, right? It just adds more life to the model. I just love this. I love it so much. Wow. Okay. I love it so much. I love it. Alright. So, I think it's like, yeah, so it's 8 p.m. And I think... I'm also really glad I found out about, like, why the shawl was acting up. It was just because of denormalize. That was a modified plugin, and it just straight up doesn't work fully. And I don't even think the person who did the fork... I mean, I think there's a second fork I could test out to see if it does work. Like, another one I haven't tested. I think it's from... I don't know. I forgot who it's from, but... I could test that other one, but otherwise it's like... I'll have to do the vanilla method, but yeah. I'm so happy. It's working. Yes. It's definitely so much better. Okay, so... Let's see. I think... Because I'm trying to think, like, what else I want to do. But... For the most
Oh my
part...
God. A new Twitch message. Flocken _
How
VD.
you doing? I had a whole crash out moment earlier. Yes. Because I didn't realize that one of my plugins just strip doesn't want to like freaking work and stuff. That's why. So yeah, I had that moment, but hey, I got animated wings now. I almost did too. What did you crashed out about? You know what? Wait, what did you crash out about? You know what, honestly, you wanna know what this calls for, guys? You wanna know, since we got the wing setup finally working, my tracking not working. You poor soul, I feel bad for you. I'm sorry to hear that. But I hope it gets resolved. Feel free to let me know if you need like help. Even if it's a mocap I don't own, I'll try my best to like help you troubleshoot it. I'll try my best. But let me at least like write in my, because I have like my the notes. So like I don't know if y'all know, I use Obsidian for like my note taking for like clients, IRL stuff, and even my own model. And I have an add-on, it's task notes, and it lets me be able to have like a private Trello in my like with all my other notes. It's so cool. So I'm using that for my model, but my like the Trello I have publicly, that's for my clients. I also have a Trello for tutorials, but I didn't like how I laid it out. I like how Obsidian does it. But yeah, let me check here. So I wrote here to create my wing. So up, I'm just like check marking it on Obsidian, tilt left, rapid and slow. Yep. So I pretty much got that done, which is great. Mark that. Yatta. The other thing I have on my list here is like fixing redeems. And one of them is a mention of a gamepad toggle. But I know that thing won't take me like 5 hours. I think that could be a separate stream where I can try to work on an actual, like, I'm not talking about like, oh, we got a pose and we got a gamepad called it that. No. I mean actual finger inputs. I had on my old setup, but the blueprint just looks really ugly, and it used the on update thing. Or does it? I feel like it doesn't. I think it's just really ugly. Because the other thing, I could do like an anim-based setup. But... Because the thing is like, you could do it. Right, and there's a way to make sure it doesn't affect other parts of, like, the humanoid skeleton. But it's like, it's more of, like... I don't know. Because, like, because the thing is that, like, what if I want to release the blueprint to other people, right? Because the blueprint I currently have, like, on the old setup, it's, like, really... It's just really giant, and it just looks painful to look at. And just like the food redeem, I want it to look just as, oh my god, my hands. Freaking leap motion. I want it to look just as, like, obviously it's not gonna look, like, super simple, but I want it to look nicer without the need of using an extra program. Yes, I know about the other plugin, which, from the looks of it, it looks nice, but I didn't like the fact I had to run an extra program with it, so I'd rather, and I'm able to get working vanilla, it's just, I want to see if I could just make the blueprint nicer, or at least something that I guess feels a bit more convenient. We'll see. Because I'm thinking, like, should I make it utilize anims and stuff, but what if the person wants to, oh, they could use an offset thing. That's possible. But we'll see. I have to take a look. It's a Haratoria. I just can't get the sensors in the right place on my body, and Warudo, I'll do more research later. What do you mean by placement, by any chance? Is it like, is there a lot of drifting problems, or is it like, let's say if I were to move my right foot forward, it moves backwards instead? Sort of thing? Is it like you move correctly, but over time your leg shifts to the left and it looks broken as heck? Is it like every time you move around, it freaks out no matter what you do, and you cannot even get a single second of it looking natural, sort of thing. Like, I need the description of how ugly the tracking looks like, because depending on how ugly it is, I might have a possible answer for you, but that depends on what it looks like or the description. So try your best. It is okay. It is perfectly okay. Or you could just ping me in the Discord. I know you're in the Discord server. You could ping me and be like, here's the video of the issue. What's the problem? And I'll be like, oh wait, actually, let me try this. I think your trackers are being a big dummy. I'm kidding, nah. But it's, it could be multiple things. It could be, I'll send you a screenshot later. That's okay, don't worry, Flocka. But yeah, it could literally be drifting. It could just be a bad connection issue. It could also be the fact that maybe it doesn't have a proper anchor for the head or something to go off of. So that's why the tracking looks derp. Because I know, like, for, was it Slime VR? Let's say you're doing the arms or the legs even. Like, when I was doing my Slime because I have a setup where I have the Slime VR literally being my arm trackers with my stretch sense or UCAP gloves. And honestly, low-key, I kind of want to do that setup again. I actually really like the Slime VRs on my arms. Or even Vives. I could do either, actually. But I, like, did those setups. And the thing is that if they don't have an anchor... So for the Vives, they need the head. For Slime VR, it depends what we're talking about. But if it's the legs, they'll need a hip. If it's the hands, it needs a chest. Mainly to help anchor it, because otherwise without the anchor, it either drifts quickly or the orientation looks stupid. Because I've had so many people ask me, Kana, how can I do the Vive arm tracker, right? I want to have the face and like the whole body be controlled with the iPhone, but the arms are Vives or Slime VRs. What do I do? And, well, in the tracking program, like whether it's virtual motion capture or Slime VR program itself, you need to have a chest anchor. For the Vive, there'll be the head, but in Warudo, you're kind of essentially fooling it. So in Warudo, the head and the spine is all controlled with the iPhone via blueprints, but the arm and like finger mocap, well, the fingers will be your gloves, and you'll need 2 VMC, which you'll use onboarding assistant to set that up. But pretty much the fingers will be your mocap glove or leap motion, even if you have it, or media pipe. But the main pose tracking in Warudo, that will be the Vives, whether you're using Warudo's native Steam VR setup, which also needs the head, or using virtual motion capture. I low-key, not gonna lie, I kind of, I mean, I've taught people how to do the setup, though. It's funny, because, again, I've done the Slime VR, UCAP, and Stretch Sense setup, but I don't think I've, like, had a personal setup where I had, like, the Vives be the arms only, but usually I just put everything on, and it's just nicer that way. This is me. Also, I just have a leap motion as well, so, yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe one day on the stream. Not sure when. Next one, the one after. Who knows? Kind of depends on how I feel. But I don't mind showing like how to do that setup. Like the Vives are the arms, and you still have that live 2D-esque movement. So you have like hand tracking, but it's like very accurate, and it still looks good too. So yeah, we'll see. That could be another time though. But yes, just know that is possible. I like rambling about mocap. Mocap is so stupid. And it also can be kind of broken at times, but I love talking about it though because, yeah. Also, yes, I am aware about Soul Art. I couldn't become a tester because I applied so late. That's my fault for that. I know there was a second chance, but the thing is that I already, like, this was, like, when they had their second chance or a thing for, like, signups, that was, like, after I already applied for college, and I was like, okay, and all that. So it's, like, it's kind of too late, and I can't just be spending $800 on Soul Art. I know it's definitely a better deal than the original. Was it $1,300 for 2 cameras, right? But it's like, it's just bad timing. I really wish I could have gotten the $800 one or been an early tester and got essentially this discount, but yeah. And I know they want to have their Kickstarter because they're doing a US branch, but the thing is that even if they release in September, I won't have the money then. I can't. I have bills, school, other stuff, and it's like, I just can't. It is what it is. But hey, at least I have my Vive trackers. I know how to use them, and I have no problem with the Vive trackers. But probably in the future, if they're still selling and if people end up really liking it, because don't get me wrong, like, I honestly, I'm now like gonna just be in a chatting tangent, honestly, because like I pretty much finished like the wing setup, right? Which I'm really happy about. And yeah, so like, what is it? Because I know a lot of people are looking forward to soul art. Because I've like even before soul art, like I guess essentially like art. Was it? Was it people heard about them and stuff? I've had so many people ask me, "Hey Kana, I cannot tolerate putting trackers on my body, or they have a disability that, whether it's chronic fatigue or their legs." Like they're paralyzed on the legs or something like that, or they have an injury in their knee and they don't want to just put the trackers every time and they can't jump around, but they still want to have like full body tracking happening. Well, again, it depends. Like again, the person's like, you know, the disorder or disability that they have. But I've had many people ask me about like, accessibility regarding full body mocap. And I've mentioned that a lot of time for those cases, especially if you have comfort issues, because I, like, for me personally, I tend to, like, move my left arm a lot upwards, because I mean, it's not a disability or a disorder or anything. It's just more of, like, just a normal sensory thing for me. I'm sure a lot of people experience this a lot. It's where it's, like, a certain texture or a certain feeling, you can't stand it, whether it's taste or even physical touch. And for my case, what is it? I mean, I've gotten used to it, right? But I still prefer not to have the trackers on me for hours on end, because it just really feels uncomfortable. I just don't like the feeling of like something tightly wrapping. It's ironic because again, it's like, look at my outfit. Like, I have, like, sleeves and stuff. Which, it's weird, because, like, I guess it depends on the texture of the fabric, where it's, like, I'm fine with it at times, but then sometimes it's, like, I don't like it, and I want it gone. Like, I don't want this tight thing on my arm or something like that. I don't know how to describe it.
Welcome, Freydale.
Hello. So, oh yeah, by the way, Flocka, we got the YouTube, command system back. It's mostly fixed. Some redeems may not work, but we'll get to that, but at least the system's back on. Yay! But pretty much, it's like, for me, I would prefer not to wear, like, tracker straps. Like, I would prefer to be able to have the most accurate dancing without wearing any tracker straps. I just want to wear my fluffy red PJs and just dance like no tomorrow while brushing my teeth or something. My PJs just remind me of Christmas outfits. But either way, the that's the thing. But I've heard cases like from VTubers who want to do full body tracking. Again, I've told you, some people have chronic fatigue. Some people have a knee injury and they want to do like full body tracking from like the the upper body, like the whole upper body, but fully. And the thing is like, I'm not talking about like how my setup is, right? Because you see, okay, there's still clipping with my hair, but it is what it is. My hair's too big. But, you, like, and I'm not talking about this, right? Some people, of course, may like this setup where it's, like, a simple hand and head, and it's all markerless, right? This is just markerless tracking. Besides me wearing the freaking neck mount for the... Wait, I just realized something. Why are my arms way too wide out? Oh my goodness, that looks awful. That looks really awful. What the heck? I'll fix that later. That looks so ridiculous. I think it's because since I swapped out denormalized, now the arms are like fricked up. Or, wait. Yeah, because what the heck? It's like, hold up. Actually, I kind of want to fix that real quickly. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can fix that. I have 2 explanations for that one. Let's see. Not that. Oh. Yeah, not that one. It's, was it? It's the upper... I mean, I can offset it real quickly, like this. Right, so... And then... Hold up. I'm trying to fix it. Troubleshooting. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let's make that 18. Okay. Yes. It works for now, but I'll fix it. Like, I'll probably thoroughly fix it later. I want to do some, like, mocap testing, because, most of the testing I did was denormalized, and now that I have to, like, use a vanilla method to, to pretty much, like, export my model, now I have to compensate for that, and that's just now more annoyance. Let me... trying to, like... I'm trying to fix the freaking... The leap motion. I had to unplug it. I probably should unplug it the other way. Alright. One moment. I'm gonna put the shawl back on. Yeah. Hey, y'all. Now my arms look dumb. Oh yeah, that's right, because I use the offsetting thing, and that's why the arms look so dumb, because it has the offset. Dang it. Hold up. You know what? Give me one moment. We're gonna move back to the other scene, and we are gonna fix this problem. One moment. So, we're gonna actually fix this properly, because, like, I still got time. I'm just, like, talking because, like, I pretty much finished the wing stuff early. That was kind of all I wanted to do today. But also, like, I guess check for other bugs. So, yeah. Probably should have a button for, like... I could set that up on my stream deck, but it's okay. So, what is it? Yeah, so back to the topic of the... Was it the mocap stuff? So, essentially, I've talked with many people. And I've heard those concerns, and even I agree that we should have, like, mocap for accessibility, which they do exist. It's just not, is oddly, like, it's talked about, but not as much as it should, because I've heard many people, I've had times, even back in 2022 or something, I've had someone ask me, is it possible to have their AR kit rigged where it compensates for their missing eye? Because they didn't have, I think, their left eye or something, but they want the AR kit, like, on the model where the eyes move as if the character had both eyes, but their actual tracking doesn't have the other eye. So there's ways to go about that, like, for example, making sure that the eye look left, or the eye
God.
bone, or
A
the
new
one
YouTube
shape.
message.
Instead of
Welcome
rigging
to
that
Roleplaying_CH.
correctly, you just rig it to with the right eye as well. Hello, niche person. Hello there. How you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna update the pendulum because the arms on the setup here looks kind of weird. All right. I had to turn off the leap motion. Alright, so let's go ahead and fix that. Alright. So, the way I go about fixing it is over here. So we have upper arm here. And we just have to adjust the offset. So, put the 14 maybe? Maybe make that a little higher. Let's try this one again. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay. And then let's make the other one the same value. Yeah, that's better. Because it was like it was ridiculously high. Okay, good. All right, that's working. Now let me go ahead and put back. But yeah, I really hope, like, from Soul Arts, what the heck is this thing supposed to be plugged in at? Oh, down here. My bad. That was a wrong, that was a button. I didn't want to press the button. That they could, like, I don't know, explode or something. Alright, so let me go ahead and save so I don't lose progress. Alright. So let me go ahead, enable that, disable display capture. We're good. And then I'll swap back to the chat screen. Alright, we're good. Yay! Okay. So now that we have the arm thing fixed, what the heck was that? Let's pretend that didn't happen. Okay. But pretty much with Solar, I can't wait till they do release because, again, I think it's definitely, like, again, oh my goodness, I have a take on moving. Okay? Hear me out about this. I think it's overly expensive and pointless to even have a camera that uses LiDAR. Now, it's not to say that LiDAR... Boy. Ads. You know what? How about I wait about the ads? I'm gonna wait for the ads. How about that? I'm gonna be nice. All right. I don't know my YouTube folks. I can't tell if y'all have ads because it's kind of random for everybody. But for Twitch, I don't know. I think Twitch it's like a mix of like yes and no, something like that. But either way, oh, the ads have escaped. We'll fight them again for now. But pretty much, regarding moving, I don't want to say, like, the mocap quality is garbage, because I've seen the mocap quality. It's not that bad, right? It's not that bad. I have my little nitpicks about it, and especially for the retargeting setup they have, which I have addressed my concerns to them, and I believe they are aware about it, so I'm hoping that they will improve on it very, soon. Because from what I've heard, they said they are aware about the issues and they're going to work on improving and whatnot. But even then, why pay for a tracking device that's $11,000? Now, I'm also going to say the same thing for Vicon and OptiTrack as well. Now, here's the thing, though, also. For Vicon and OptiTrack, I can understand their pricing because they are mainly for the industry, companies that are using their mocap for movies. That's why they're so expensive. They were not originally a VTuber mocap tool. They were only a VTuber mocap tool because Warudo. Pretty much. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's literally, Warudo's literally the reason that they're even, like, diving into, like, VTubing. I'm sure there's also other things too. Like, I'm sure there's like VTubers that reached out to them asking for quotes and bringing up about VTubing stuff, and they heard about Warudo, and because of that, they were interested in it. So it's not bad, right? It's nice that they are aware about it because it does give more variety, especially for those who want higher end mocap, right? If you can afford it, like, honestly, all power to you if you can afford it and making sure that you are stable even after buying it, right? But I do have to say as well that I'd still be heavily careful on how you like, for example, if I were to have a Vicon system, or Move-In, or even a OptiTrack setup, right? If I even have any of those systems, like, and again, they're expensive, I would still be careful on how I advertise it. I'm not going to be like, hey guys, my mocap is looking so good, you should totally buy it. Be reasonable. If it's freaking like more than $10,000, I'd be careful on how I advertise it. Even if I was sponsored by them, I would still be careful on how I advertise. All right, I'd be careful about it, cause it's like, listen, I don't care who sponsors me. I don't care how much you're giving to me. I'm gonna be dead honest whether your mocap is actually really good and worth the money, like really good but still just kind of overkill on the money, or your stuff sucks, right? And either way, like, regarding Move-In, the mocap quality is not bad, but, and I know why the pricing is high, by the way. I know why it's high. And one of the biggest reasons is the chip that is used in the camera. And also, LiDAR cameras are expensive overall, but also the processing chip in the camera, that thing's really expensive. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. I don't know. I think they made it public. It's I think I should check. I'm gonna double check. I know what chip is used, but I need to double check if they even mentioned it publicly, because I always like to ask permission if I could say some stuff, because sometimes people be like, Kana, you're not allowed to say that, and then I'm like, give me an NDA contract and then we won't speak about this ever again. Or at least I don't know, just most of the time I'd rather just sign a contract saying for me to shut up. Anywho, let me check. Moving camera. I want to check. I feel like it is public knowledge of what the specs have. I think I've like linked it to someone before, but I'm gonna check. Yeah. Oh, did they update their website? Okay. I'm checking right now about. Yeah. I want to know. Did you mention like, what's in the camera? Otherwise, it's fine. I won't even like talk about it further. I guess about the specs. All I know is that the specs, what's inside is expensive, so I understand why they charge so high. But even then, it's like, still, I don't know. Like, again, if you can afford it and you like the mocap, I don't see a problem with that, right? Just like how there are people who buy Vicon or OptiTrack and they're happy with it. Like, heck, if I could get my hands on a Vicon, I would be very happy. But I'd still be very careful on how I advertise the mocap, though, because I know for a dang fact that not everybody can afford it. That is a freaking luxury to death. But either way, yeah. So pretty much, I don't get me wrong, I'm glad that there are even higher end mocap, but at the same time, I'd still be careful on advertising it and also hyping it up, because the thing is, I don't want people thinking that they have to buy Vicon to have the perfect mocap in the world, or they have to get like 11 Vive trackers when 6 Vive trackers is already enough. Because here's the thing, you want to know the real secret as to what makes mocap actually good? IKs! Stop coding your IKs like garbage! Actually put effort. Listen, do not just use final IK raw, like without any edits. I want you to go into the final IK code. I want you to edit that thoroughly, or make your own IK solver that actually makes the mocap freaking good. Because that's why we have so much mocap problems. IKs are the problem. Literally, majority of it. Every time I have, like, for example, virtual motion capture, every time I have my foot slightly higher when using knee trackers, my knees would spin weirdly. That's the IKs. The knee anchors are broken. Warudo. Why does my elbow and my knees do a weird, like, rotation thing, even though I have the trackers on? IKs. The anchors are stupid. Even when I edit it. The code. The handling of it. It's just could be better. Now, I could do more thorough tests, and I'll give you more exact details on what can be improved to, like, even more specific details if I need to. But a lot of the mocap issues are caused by IKs. And also a mixture of user error, because don't get me wrong, sometimes I've seen mocap where I'm like, oh, that issue is actually solvable. That person's unaware of how to solve it. I wish I could just give them the advice because there's a way to fix it. Yeah, just it's a mix of user error, but also a lot of like common issues are a mix of the IKs. That, and again, we have this whole thing where it's like we have the IMU thing of relative versus absolute, and it's like, okay, we have the drift problem, then we have the occlusion, then we're trying to do EMS to try to have like a balance of both, and even if we have the balance of both, then you also got like weird rotations. It's a lot of issues, but still, IKs are one of the biggest problems. Like literally, I say this every time too. Vive trackers are literally the light version of a Vicon and an OptiTrack setup. It is occlusion. I'm not kidding. Vicon and OptiTrack, they are absolute base tracking solutions. Vive is also absolute base tracking. And if you wear a blanket with Vicon, you're gonna lose your tracking. It is the same rule as Vives. So if you buy 11.5 trackers, I'm actually not even kidding. Somebody did a comparison video of an OptiTrack suit with 11 Vive trackers, and you want to know which one was actually the better looking mocap? The 11.5 trackers. A $35,000 OptiTrack setup. And yet the 2,000, or oh, it depends on like how many base stations, straps and stuff, but you could get 11-point tracking setup for like 2K, and that thing is better than the 35K tracking setup? Like, what? That's, again, I'm just like, I'm now in like a mocap ranting tangent. I hope you guys don't mind. I really hope you guys don't mind, because I'm like, but yeah, just, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, just expensive mocap. Why are the cheaper mocap looking better than the more expensive ones? Because again, you'd be surprised how powerful the community is. When the community works together to make open source stuff, or even making like the mid-range, whatever mocap, like all about the IKs, all about that coding. If you make the IKs and the coding strong and good, that makes the mocap great. Also, you'd be really surprised how even the most expensive mocap devices, the UI makes me want to cry. And even the mocap company themselves are aware about like some UI stuff. Okay, well, some of them actually have pretty good UI, and then some of them actually have really scary UI, and I'm looking at them like, how have you not fixed this yet? Huh? I don't get it. But either way, just, again, if you can afford the expensive mocap and you can make it work, all power to you. And in fact, I'm impressed by you. I give you a freaking salute for that. But also, I want others to keep in mind too that you don't have to buy the most expensive mocap setup. You don't. You could literally get Slime VR trackers and make them look really good. And especially with the updates that Slime VR has been doing to making the drift way less obvious. And I'm not even kidding. If you literally have a Vive tracker or a VR headset as your head, Slime VR doesn't even drift. And like, whenever I go on VR chat, and I use my Slime VR trackers because I want no occlusion, I want to like chill, right? I never get drift with Slime VR. The only time I get drift is when I VTube, but that's because I don't even have a proper anchor on the head. Like, the Vive tracker is not the head, right? Because, again, the way like Slime VR is made is primarily for VR chat, even though they are, of course, keeping in mind for VTubing. And I gotta like do some testing again on like the Slime VR stuff. But it's like, the fact I don't get drifting with Slime VR on VR chat, and the trackers are cheaper too. They're cheaper than the 2K 11.5 tracker setup, and they don't even like they don't include either. Like, and it's all community powered too. I'm just, yeah, just, again, to each their own, right? Because I also mentioned about the straps as well. That can be more uncomfortable because with Slime VR, because it's FK based, you have to put more trackers to even do the legs or just the arms. Like, every joint needs a tracker. While Vives, you can get away with just 6 and call it a day. But that's where, I guess, you know, and I'm hoping this improves more, which is a markerless setup. That's why I'm really looking forward to Soul Art, because seeing how the tracking looks like and the fact that you don't have to wear straps, people of different accessibilities or needs, I really hope Soul Art can definitely help people out. And now, is it going to be perfect? I wouldn't count on that, because it depends on your use case. Because, again, for people who literally live in a closet and they can't have even base stations, Slime VR can probably be better for those cases. Or maybe somebody wants to wear a blanket or certain outfits or do a magic show or something like that. Like, it... Again, I'm not going to say Soul Art or Markerless Solutions is the most perfect mocap. It's just like how, like, your different, like, how, the way your model is made, topology, mesh style, this system, that system, there's no wrong answer, right? Nothing is better than the other. Now, it's still nice to see how mocap innovates for certain use cases, but I'd like to say there's no right answer, there's no best solution. I think all of them should exist because it helps all different types of needs. Why do you think I have a Rococo mocap suit, 18 Slime VR trackers, a Leap Motion, two webcams of the same brand, UCAP Stretch Sense gloves, 11 vibes, which sometimes I use 6. Like, why do I have different mocap setups? Well, for me, it's because, well, I love tech. I love messing with it and learning about them and teaching other people how to use it. But it's also just, it depends on what I need it for, right? Because right now, I'm just using a Leap Motion iPhone because I just want to, like, sit in a chair like a shrimp and be comfortable. But if I want to be a crazy dancer and just go... then I use the Vibe trackers. But if I want to be, like, extra comfortable in VR chat... in terms of, like, going wherever I want in my room, I use Slime. Like, it just depends. I do mixing and matching. But it's not to say also, like, you need to have multiple mocap solutions. No. Just pick the one that works best for your use case. And that's pretty much it. And if you want to use the newest mocap tech, that's fine. But definitely don't break your wallet over it. So, again, there's no right answer. I like to just say all mocap is unique in their own way, but still, I still have my grudges about the overly expensive mocap devices, right? Because again, there are cheaper ones that can literally replicate it, and it's all a matter of just code IKs and so on and so on. But either way, I need you to get the Hartoria X so I don't have to do research. I wish, but like I said, I literally just spent my money on like college, laptop, and so on. But it would be nice if I could get one day. Who knows? Because, yeah, who knows what will happen in the future? But I definitely would love it in the future to like do more like I want to like just buy more mocap devices for the fun of it, but still also be able to like pay my bills like with like full stability. Which hopefully I'll get to that point one day. Hopefully, I'm gonna work as hard as I can, and you know we'll see what happens. But for now, like. I still, the way I do research, even though I don't own the mocap devices, I mainly interview people, actually. Essentially what I do is that I ask them specific questions, and based on their inputs, I kind of translate that. I take, like, what I know, and then what they're answering, and I kind of translate it to kind of, like, a sort of, like, either a generalized or sort of more specific sort of thing. Kind of depends, but either way, it's, like, I just kind of translate the knowledge and try to make, like, keep it like a mental note in my mind, or I write it down somewhere so that way I can tell people, hey, if you're having this issue, try this one, because I've seen this issue happen on different... Because when you think about, again, Hartoria, Slime VR...
Oh my god. A new Twitch message. Screw Lucino.
I just got here, but oh my goodness, your model's so cute. Ah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I know. I know. So, pretty much was it, yeah. So, when it comes to I made the mocap document, and in case you're wondering where the heck that document is, it's always hosted on my website. Anyone can access it, share it, whatever. I don't care. As long as you don't be, like, selling my knowledge or anything like that, it's free for everybody to access. It's, like, a little library, I guess, sort of thing. It would be nice to have a dedicated website for it, but then again, like, I already have to make a portfolio website, so it's like... But it's okay, it's okay. So, pretty much... What is it? Yeah, regarding relative IMUs, which I've kind of said it, but most of them pretty much do the same thing. The only difference is how they're coded and also how their correctives are, which I've noticed a lot of times. You probably have heard like ReboCap supported in Slime VR, or Sony Makopi's supported in Slime VR, and so on. There's a reason why a lot of IMU trackers always have like Slime VR support. That's because Slime VR's code is better for drift handling. That's why. because like they code it so well, and like also they have a lot of supporters. It's also open source, so people can be able to chip in on sharing code and other research to help the IMUs become better, because it's a community project. The community has the power, not companies. Don't get me wrong, like I understand company power can help, right? But the thing also is that the knowledge tends to be paid walled or closed source, and nobody knows how to replicate. But since SlimeVR is open source, that code's always there, and it helps people be able to keep improving it or even reusing it to keep making more different tools and stuff. So I appreciate, again, SlimeVR for how extensive they've been on improving the drifting over time, and they've been doing a phenomenal job. It is amazing. I appreciate them. So, yeah. But, yeah, so that's the thing, and I will see what happens in the future, right? But for the most part, I know like IMUs, majority of them, they do about the same thing. But I do know like some of them have different pros and cons, like the weight, how many IMUs you need, the I guess the way you calibrate it, how the program's coded, what they so on. Like they all have their pros and cons, but mostly they kind of have similar results. For mostly, I can't always count on it. I know there's like OpSense, for example. OpSense is, well, for those cases, those are like hybrids where it's a hybrid of occlusion base and absolute positioning. Cause what that means, well, yeah, cause technically what, I guess that's sort of hybrid. I mean, technically you could just call them
Kana
absolute
having a happy
positioning.
birthday today. Thank you for the bits. Omniarch.
It's not my birthday. Stop. It's not my birthday. It's not my birthday. Stop. But I'm like just rambling about mocap now. Like after getting like the freaking wings working and stuff. All right. So yeah, okay, back, yeah, so like I was saying about OpSense, it's like a hybrid where by default, as long as you have the QR code and whatnot, it's absolute tracking. But then when you lose that absolute tracking, it becomes relative based, which is also what I think FluxPose does, where the EMF gives you the absolute positioning, but once you're out of that EMF bubble, it becomes relative based tracking, which I don't know how their drift goes about that, but I'd assume it's like pretty decent. But again, that's like, yeah, and it's very common too. Like Rococo, I wouldn't say, I don't know if Rococo, like, I can't say who was the first to come up with it, but I know, like, for me, my first introduction was Rococo with the Quill Pro, because Rococo's mocap suit is a relative IMU suit. It's similar to what Slime VR uses. Essentially, it's like Slime VR is the cheaper version of Rococo, but they have for Rococo's stuff, the benefit is that at least they have their animation tools and whatnot, that workflow, and I guess the way they do the live retargeting, like those are like essentially like if you're buying Rococo, you're mostly buying it for like I guess how their program is coded and how they handle the mocap data. Though I really want those V2 gloves, though you have no idea. But again, I can't afford it. But either way, they have the Coil Pro, which technically is just the EMF. It's pretty much just an expensive FluxPose, which the Coil Pro gives you the EMF, and then the mocap suit being the relative trackers, it becomes absolute because of the EMF pretty much, but you need the mocap gloves to even use the Coil Pro, which is kind of a head scratcher, but I kind of get it. I don't know, because I still feel like the mocap suit should have its own like anchor, which is the hips, or even the head, but probably the hips for their type of use case, but either way, that was like one of my first mocap devices I've seen that was technically sort of a hybrid, relative absolute, where if you're out of, essentially it's like you can have the absolute positioning, but once you lose that absolute, like if you're not in the area of the absolute tracking, it switches to relative. That's FluxPose, that's Rococo, that's OpSense, and if Slime VR does release their camera, like sort of like the, well, It's not okay. It's not like the. I don't know actually. I'm curious about how Slime VR will do theirs if they have like it's like, like the Vive Ultimate trackers. That's not a hybrid though. That one is just straight up absolute tracking. Because if you, well, yeah, I think so. Because like if the cameras are fully covered, it's not going to track anymore. For at least to my knowledge. So, yeah. But they do the self, at least like the benefit of the ultimate tracker. I know at one point I wanted to buy them, but I heard so much garbage about how the calibration is bad, and also the fact that they're more made for their Vive Pro headset than being used standalone. So, yeah. But like I do see the potential with the Vive Ultimates, like the was it the fact that the cameras are like in the tracker, you don't need base station. It is nice, but again, if they only improved how they handled the calibration, it probably would have been a more perfect device. I would probably have bought it when I had the money, like before, because I was debating on Vive Ultimate or do I get the 3.0 trackers, and I went for the 3.0 trackers because of the stability, regardless of your lighting condition. Because the Vive Ultimates are very picky on your lighting condition, and they also hate plain walls. You cannot have plain walls in your setup. You pretty much need posters or a very decorated room. Which is kind of ironic because usually for full buy mocap, you don't want to have too much items in your room, but Vive Ultimates need that so they know what's front, what's left, right, to differentiate. But, teach either way. Yeah, either way, like, I still look forward to tech. I hope that the sort of like the trackers with the cameras built into the trackers, that sort of thing, I hope that improves. I look forward to seeing the IMU EMF solution for the hybrid stuff for relative and absolute. I look forward to the markerless solutions, especially for those who don't want to even wear trackers. They just want to turn on the camera and go and like have the most highest quality mocap ever and do like a cartwheel and like dancing and doing a break dance. I want to see someone be able to do the most perfect break dance mocap ever with markerless. Let's have that become a reality. And I'm not talking about jitter. I want it to be perfect in real time. Let's do this, okay? Come on, devs. Get cooking. Y'all got it. You can do it. I believe in you. But, anywho, I think I've had an, I mean, unless you guys want to hear more mocap rambling, I think I could probably call it the, wait, what time is it? Yeah, it's probably a good time for me to get something to eat, like something quick, because I am trying to also get into a habit of like sleeping early, because I'm trying to wake up at 7 a.m. every day. So I'm making it where my bedtime is around like 10 p.m., where I pretty much, because it takes me a while to fall asleep. And by the time I fall asleep, I should have a perfect 7 hours sleep. Now, if I do like crash, like I just like fall asleep instantly, like wah 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 or something, like I don't know, like falling asleep, pretty much snoring away. The latest I can stay awake will be 12 a.m. and then that's if I actually like fall asleep immediately, like deep sleep. I'm not talking about like sleeping like waiting for my brain to shut off. No. Again, there's a process regarding how long it takes for a human to fall asleep. So I make sure I have the at least an hour or so to let my brain just kind of go into deep sleep. So it actually has the proper 7 hours, at least for my case. Sometimes I could literally just fall asleep for 5 hours and that's it. But yeah. But at least I know, like, essentially I could stream for like about, yes, same for me too. Oh, interesting. But yeah. Because, was it, I have to, when I get to school next week, I have to be, so my classes don't start till 9 a.m. I forgot when I leave class, though, but all I know is that I have, like, after class is over, I have, like, the whole afternoon to myself. Well, not the early afternoon, but, like, yeah, essentially the whole afternoon, which I'll have time for, like, homework, and then, after, like, was it getting the homework and stuff, I can have time for doing commissions or even streaming. But we'll see what happens. And plus, I think also just being on that school schedule, I think it'll help me also, like, manage my time management. I can't wait for that, too. I'm gonna practice my time management. I'll get better. But either way, we'll see how it goes for next week though. But yeah, I'll make sure to get some plenty of rest and also like make sure I eat, but not a lot though, because again, it's like I try not to eat too much before bed because then I'll bleh, I will not feel good. But I also make sure that like was I try not like when I sleep I try to also elevate my head as well, because I don't know if any of y'all like experience this, but sometime when I wake up I feel like a sort of burning taste, or not taste, but like a slight burning feeling on my throat area. And apparently like was it it's like I don't know the exact words. I probably should have read a little bit more thoroughly about it, but essentially your stomach acid, it depends on the person. It won't happen all the time, but sometimes, let's say if you have like a lot of air in your stomach or something, like for me, I eat fast a lot, so it results in a lot of air being in my stomach, and because acid reflux, yes, that. So essentially, because I eat a lot, or not eat a lot. No, I sometimes tend to like undereat, but because I eat fast, and because of that air, and then sometimes like after some time I'll like fall asleep, but because I'm not elevating my head, essentially, essentially like some of the, it just gets into your esophagus a little bit, and then you wake up and you're like, man, why does it feel so burning? And it's like, well, eat slower. Don't like also like try not, because like if you eat fast you like breathe like too much air at once, and it's like, yeah, you don't want to have too much air in your stomach, but you still gotta breathe, obviously. Just don't have too much air in your stomach. That's why I'm trying to, like, slow down whenever I eat. So, yeah. And at least try to, like, keep my head slightly elevated where I can sleep comfortably, but just enough where I don't have, like, that burning feeling in my esophagus. Or, for my case, it wasn't really, like, my esophagus. It's more of, like, my upper stomach area, really. That pretty much, not really, like sometimes it might be a little bit like, was it mid chest, but that's about it. It's never this high unless I have like the stomach virus or something, or well, let's just say well, okay, well for me I don't think I've ever gotten a stomach virus. I think I just like had like, was it, I don't know, well, because the thing is, I remembered actually hearing from my sister, because I was helping her with like doing some studying. She was actually doing her associates, I think, and I was like actually doing I was like helping her with like studying the cards and stuff, and she told me like, hey, you know that the stomach flu isn't wait, hold up. Actually, wait, hold up. Let me Google this before I say the wrong thing. I want to double check, because she told me a very fun fact about this, and I'm like, oh my god, that is so nasty. I'm not gonna say it on stream, but like, I'm just gonna like, hold up. Wait, I want to double check. Was it this one or is it something else? Was it really stomach flu or was it something else? Isn't that something like that in some cases? Wait. I'm like reading this real quickly.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I'm double checking. Hi,
Taka
Taka. How you doing?
_DRDT.
Hope you're having a lovely day. I'm double checking real quickly. I really want to like. Oh man, I'm probably gonna end up like if my sister learned this in her associates program, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to relearn this. I'm gonna have to like learn this more thoroughly when I start my class. Well, not well. I think this is like a net, like, was it year 2 or something? I don't know. May your day be ever so blissful and your efforts lead to success. Oh, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. Allah, thank you. Allah. Alright, so I'm like checking right now. Yeah, like these are, again, like these websites don't, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't stomach virus, or not stomach flu. Wait, I said stomach virus. Wait, I said stomach virus. Hold up. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask my sister. Like, what was the thing that she said when like I was helping her with, like, was it like studying, and she told me that there was a specific there was a specific thing that is not common. Okay, I guess I guess kind of common, but not common. I don't. It's like it's a something that people get. It's bad, right? It makes you sick. It's something like it's a common word, or this thing is like very known. But the thing is that the cause of it, people misinterpret it, or they think it's this and it's related to your stomach or food, but it's actually caused by something else, and it's really nasty. I wish I remember the word, but again, wait. Yeah, I'm sure I'll learn about it eventually. Cause right now, this is like pre. Well, I guess you could say like in terms of like knowing, I guess some stuff, I'm like dumb about it. But again, I'll always like learn new things too, right? But hopefully I'll be even smarter. It'll take time, obviously. Like I'm not gonna be immediately smart in like a day. Like you're gonna have to give me some time. And yeah, but either way, just I'm just there's just like some nasty, yeah. Just try not to get sick, guys. Okay. But either way, just don't eat very fast. Make sure you have clean food, and make sure that you sleep comfortable at night. I try to keep my head slightly elevated so I don't hurt my stomach or feel like bleh in the morning. So, yeah, just please stay as healthy as you can. And again, I am not a medical person or a doctor, okay? If you have health concerns, talk to your doctor. I have my own doctor I consult. So, y'all, again, always a good reminder, always have your own doctor and other specialized care IRL. Literally, there's like apps or like you can just email your doctor and stuff about questions. But either way, thank you guys so much for the stream. It has been very fun. And I'm sorry for like the derpy little talks or the mocap rambles, but at least we got the wings working. It was pretty quick. And I'm so glad I finally found that freaking issue regarding why the shawl wasn't working. That was just denormalized, modified denormalized. I'll make sure, at least if I'm using clients that are gonna use denormalized, use an older SDK in that case. So I'll definitely keep that in mind. But at least I'm just happy with my setup, and hopefully the next time I stream, right? Because this one might, what is it? The thing that I want to do is that, what is it? I'm like checking here. So one of the things, probably next stream, maybe we could work on the gamepad toggle sort of thing, like that source control thing, and see how that goes. And you can see how I do that live. We could also I would say like I wanted to work on like the tongue shifting thing. It's like, it's not that I don't know how to do it. I know how to do it. It's more of like I kind of want to think that one a little better. And the what is it? I'm like checking like my private Trello thing to see like what could I work on stream and stuff. So yeah, cause I'm checking those two. I can fix those real quickly. Like, yeah, so we could probably do game controller stuff next stream, or maybe we could do a gaming stream. I don't know. It depends. I guess it depends on like my mood on Friday. So we'll see. Am I busy Friday? Probably not. Thursday and Saturday, yes, I'm gonna be busy, but well, Saturday in particular, I think, even though it's a weekend, it's like I got some errands to run. But yeah, we'll see what happens, you know, whether game controller, game stream instead, or maybe we can work on other redeems as well, like maybe try to, what is it, remake the meme Kana thing, or we could probably get my prop toggles, like the mustache, or I mean, I kind of want to do those off stream because I have to like find the original like 3D files for them and then port it back to the new one if I could find them. But yeah. Anywho, I'm just rambling right now. That's all. Anywho, thank you for the stream. Thank you so much for the support. It really means a lot to me. Hopefully, I'll eventually get the anime overlays going, but that'll probably not be for a good while because I'm trying to catch up on other things. But if you have any other questions about 3D stuff, feel free to ask in my Discord server or just I'll try my best to answer comments as much as I can. I'm sorry for not responding to some comments, but just know I do see them, and sometimes I probably don't know how to answer it at the moment I saw the comment, so I do apologize. Feel free to like ping me again if or again my website. There's literally a contact page where you could just ask me like, hey, I have this like very specific question about my 3D issues, could you help? And I'll try my best to like send pictures or video like or something to kind of help you get an idea of how to go about it pretty much. But either way, thank you again for the support. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for those who have watched my tutorials. And I'm glad that even though like with 3D programs and stuff it does get scuffy, I am glad that at least my tutorials are still helping people out as much as they can. I know they're not perfect, but we try our best to learn and grow even with how overcomplicated 3D can be, or just anything tech related. But without further ado, that's all from me. I will go ahead and end stream. Thank you so much. And with that being said, though, bye bye everyone. I hope to see you guys next time, okay? Bye bye.